Yeah, they're used to us talking.
Actually, we played different tracks. What's this? Mm-mm. Nah.
That's so good.
Wait a second. I know something.
Preach, Cardi B. Yeah. That was good. Let's do this roll 20 thing. Are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been live for a minute.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said,
Sorry,
they're
I was
used to
listening to the
us
video.
talking.
Oh, everybody's going to see the Dragon Ball movie. Damn it!
Yeah, I was like, I'm canceling tonight.
Sorry, guys. Important things.
Low key though, 10 days? Question mark.
Yeah.
All right, bet. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Not gonna.
Speaking of which, no one has reacted to my Dragon Ball tweet. What the fuck are you all doing?
Oh,
Not you guys. I was talking to the chat.
I know,
Yeah.
but I need to get in there.
Mm-hmm. Let me get that first.
It's a fire tweet.
Question.
Thank you. You know what? I need to go get a lighter so I can light a candle.
All right.
I'm lighting 10 candles. It's gonna be very difficult for us to control when we get one out.
It doesn't bode well for Misha.
I don't like this idea. Wait, no.
I'll be on that amber vanilla tonight.
Oh my god. But like a craft game, a game based on the craft, where instead of clocks, you blow out a candle for each like tick on the clock.
I would totally play that game.
Sounds
I
like
think
10
you gotta get
candles.
Based on the craft. Like whatever.
Yeah, you had me there.
But I dig the candles.
Alright. Let's
no.
do the thing.
It's happening.
Yep. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hello. Well, it's broken. Hello. I fixed it.
Hey, people.
Welcome back, mutants of your mutant safe zones, tuning in from your televisions. It's Wednesday at 6 o'clock, 6:01 PST, And so it is time for another episode of Flare, the Mutants in the Night actual play with this amazing cast in directions. Let's say hello. Starting that way. And tell us who you are and what character you play and what their pronouns are.
So when you point that way, it doesn't
know where
mean
you're pointing.
Well,
This is not true.
Oh, me.
No.
Hello. There we go. Because you're pointing into nothingness for me. Hi, it me, Najo Tikor, aka Tris Ray. Let's see if I can remember. AKA Laverne, aka Lala, aka Onsite, aka Onsite, aka Johanna Scar Hansen, aka Hasten Gungoa. Most recently. I'm playing the Prestige, and I have I have both a lot of identities and an identity crisis, which you will see in the game. Is it for me?
Lauren.
Kia ora. I'm Lauren. Very happy to be back after last week. I used to hear I'm at the Stray Kiwi on Twitter, and I'm playing Kit, she, they, who is a silence, who is very, I don't know, sad emo goth, but just has a lot of feelings on the inside that I'm looking forward to exploring this session. And I'm very excited to be back. I missed you guys. That's me.
We missed you too.
Aww.
Chan.
Hi, I'm Sean. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me at Sean Nittner pretty much everywhere. I'm playing two characters, Ruli, who uses they, them pronouns, and Ruli's a chopper. They got themselves into a bit of trouble and got picked up by the mutant task force and got into mutant jail. And while Ruli was out of commission, Diego, aka Poppy, aka Candy Paint, joined the team. Diego uses he, him pronouns, and he helped bust Ruli out, and got kind of messed up in the process himself. So we'll see who gets played tonight. Fun times.
And Misha looking fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Misha B. You can find me at BG Gameworks on Twitter and Black Girl Gameworks pretty much everywhere else. I'm playing Jaylin / Shade, who is a pyromantic, and we're trying to decide if she's going to become a Hellspawn or a Phoenix, because that would be cool either way. But she's a little shot. We'll see how that goes out first.
She got messed up.
A little bit.
I am
But I
DC.
can throw fireballs, so it's cool.
You did. I'm DC, your facilitator and game creator, and I'm just juiced to be back with all of you, because we are in episode 4. This is the second to last episode of our campaign, as we're getting close to the point where this map is complete. I gotta make all the checks again because I'm bad.
The checks, do they go away?
Only because of me.
Hey,
The
what
bar
did we
was
get
mission 1.
doing
Oh.
like one.
Yeah, y'all just did the clinic. That was saving Ruli.
Cool.
And
And I appreciate it.
Do you though?
there we go.
I mean, I do. Really seems a little messed up by it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
God dang it.
You kept blinking yourself, dude. That can't be good for you.
No, it wasn't. They took arm. They've got memory loss. It's not good.
Who's not a little
Bam.
messed up? The answer is me.
Yeah.
My stress is quite high.
I am excited to see what's going down. So, in the last episode, we ended up stopping at, after doing XP, we're about to get into downtime activities. a brief description of last episode on Flare. Really wanted to give Stefan some money, 5 cash, so that the group would have their heat taken down by 1 level into a different bracket of heat. And so, in need of 1 additional cash, really went forth, stole some cash, came back, provided it, and ended up getting arrested a few hours later. The team had to gather together in order to go save Ruli, but there was one person who ended up interacting with Ruli earlier in the day, a slightly metallic, chromatic Latinx person came through with the team, and they happened to be the World Breaker, who Sean is now playing as well.
Yeah.
And so the team went and found this place that it was the Mutant Task Force building. Mutant Task Force is usually pretty prepared for mutants. They don't know all of the abilities and such. And so they infiltrated the building, set all of the mutants free, had some really cool moments of throwing fireballs, extinguishing flame, burning, basically welding a door to the wall, becoming Hasten Gungoa, one of the workers of the Mutant Task Force. Lots of ripping off of doors, using them as shields. Many Mutant Task Force soldiers came in, firing guns, and as all of the mutants who were freed were running away, Shade was behind the group of soldiers, ended up being turned on and fired on, and now Shade is shot. Level 3 harm, and we'll see what happens next.
Yeah, and the part of the reason why Ruli was so easy to pick up, and why Ruli was spending all this money to get the heat off us, is that we had been outed, and our entanglement was that all of our identities are public now, and so it is public knowledge that the crew is our EMPs.
Yes, indeed. And so, y'all can get to doing your downtime actions. I'm going to pull up what the benefit that y'all get, the bonus from helping out the clinic.
Did we get our heat and entanglement from busting everybody out of jail?
Oh, no, you did not. Oh, that's going to be interesting, as you just did all that to lower your heat in the first place. So,
I mean,
if y'all want to do that first, we can do it first.
Yeah, we should do it first because we have a move that reduces our heat from one of our jobs, but I think that's not until after our...
And so, let us go through boodle-a-doop after a job. I'm actually going to zoom in on this a little bit. Nope, that's not the right thing. There we go. That's better. So everyone can see. So, let's go through it. You get +1 heat if you took a job against a high-profile or well-connected target.
Yep.
I would say yes as well.
I don't know about high profile. They seem like pretty hidden, but I would imagine well connected.
Apps.
Yes, indeed. I'm getting out of it. Y'all's is nasty. Okay.
look.
Y'all had 4 heat.
That's what it looks like.
It happens. So you'll be at 5. Your job happened in a human zone. Kabingo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You did not steal any items, and you did not kill anyone.
Oh, are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Because y'all explicitly, when you were in the hallway, made sure not to kill anyone.
I missed, to be clear.
Yeah, you shot to
Yeah,
kill,
you missed.
and you
You
missed.
shot.
I missed.
We didn't explicitly make sure not to kill anyone. We just sucked and
We just
didn't-
failed.
Okay,
at killing
just
It didn't work out that way.
I mistook your inelegance for elegance, so that's on me.
Yeah.
Really would feel like they got through to you. They got through to everybody. But
Okay.
they didn't.
So a high-profile or well-connected target saw and can remember a member or members of your crew using your ability.
They
I'd
saw me
say
throwing fireballs, so
yes.
Yeah. They saw you throwing fireballs. They may have seen. Did they see? Most of Diego's stuff was done without anybody around, but
I was Hasten Gungoa
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
or Joanna.
They definitely saw the fireballs.
Okay. So, you used the 3-cost mutant ability? Nope. Law enforcement identified a member or members of your crew. So, this is like in that particular moment, not the entanglement. And no one was like, hey, you're those mutants. So, you're good. Your crew was caught using their powers on camera. Y'all nerfed
No.
the cameras.
What
Yeah.
cameras?
we totally
Yeah.
nerfed the cameras before they ever got a chance to see us.
Yeah, we messed them all up.
And
In various ways.
Imagine the surveillance state in 2044. Gross.
it's probably very powerful.
Yeah.
And nobody died and was left behind. So you have 8 heat.
Nice. I think that puts us right back up in the bracket that really this bracket's hard to get us out of.
Oh yeah.
But that's what it's like.
So by the way, y'all are awarded 5 cash. That's collected from the mutants that you saved, and they throw y'all a bunch of money because they can't really do much else for you. Everybody knows who you are. They would have like given you favors, like all that sort of stuff. They're like, hey, take this and just get out of town.
We can't. We're restricted to it. Yeah.
I mean, if we could.
If you could.
I think we can lay low. About the
But
most
we're
we can
not.
do.
Yeah.
Or we could go bust some shit up.
So we're gonna hit 3 dice. Now, whew, I love the wanted level 3s. Okay, on a 1 to 3, each player rolls 1d6 for each trauma their character possesses. Characters with no trauma roll 1d6. If their first roll is a failure, they may re-roll that die but must stick with the second result. If there is a tie, the person with more traumas is chosen. If players have tied amount of traumas, the player with the most stress is chosen. If more ties occur, flip a coin. That's just resolutions. The chosen character leaves the crew to pursue a different life. You can create a new character. 4 to 5. The Mutant Task Force has enlisted a group of empowered mutants equal in size to your own to assassinate you. Your job features these EMPs. And on 6, all members of the crew have their identities revealed. The world knows who you are and what zone to find you in. Y'all already got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, technically, Candy Paint wasn't part of the crew at that point, so his face hasn't been around. So one more person's face could get on the publicity, but like,
Where's Candy Paint? I don't know her. I really don't know.
That's a 4.
nice.
The Mutant Task Force has enlisted a group of empowered mutants equal in size to your own to assassinate you. And they will be here
Nope.
in episode 4.
First of all, that's perfect.
Okay.
I've always feared this day because any GM I feel like would do a good job of using the EMPs and everything, but I created them. I know how they work together. And so we'll see what happens. That's all I'll say.
I'm excited.
Whew. So y'all are aware of this, so you get word on the street that the mutant task force, because you wrecked them and they just couldn't handle it, they weren't prepared for your powers. Explicitly, they didn't know that half of your powers existed. That the only way to beat an EMP is with an EMP. And so they'll be looking for you.
Yep.
Okay, well, they can't bite my style because I'm on site. So
when we meet the next prestige that makes themselves look like
ScarJo versus ScarJo.
ScarJo.
Oh, I'm flipping out inside.
It'll be, ScarJo as like Black Widow versus ScarJo as a
Kusanagi.
Kusanagi, thank you.
Like konnichiwa. I'm like, you white.
Okay. We can get into y'all's downtime activities.
Awesome. What's the benefit that we got from doing a job for the clinic?
Oh, indeed.
Does that might
I believe
might affect like healing.
That it costs 1 less cash. This is off the top of the head. 1 less cash to. Yes, it costs 1 less cash to recover.
Cool.
Awesome.
Did we divvy up? We didn't divvy up our cash because we just got it. I am full on cash unless we're using the stash boxes as well.
Yeah, you can use the stash boxes. They for you.
Do we want to divvy it? We could divvy it 4 ways, or we could divvy it 5 ways. We could. I'm happy to have. I would say Shade should take the extra coin because she was.
Oh yeah, Shade needs it.
And is going to need it. So.
Makes sense.
It really says that they have 4 coin, but they spent it all. They give it all the stuff on. So. Actually, gonna not give that coin to Ruly. I'm gonna give it to Bob. Yeah.
I'm looking at the picture and I'm looking at you, Misha, and I'm just like, there it is.
I try.
Very cool. So, who would like to do their downtime activity first? We can go in a line, or
I can go. So my vice is settle a score.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this still counts as that. I think instead of seeing Lala voguing on stage, we see her preparing.
Yeah.
And she's backstage with her friend Blaine, a hairdresser. And as you might surmise, getting her hair done, she's getting Bantu knots done. And you can see, and if you don't know what that is, Google it. I don't have time to explain, but you could see Blaine like coiling her hair into this like very geometric hairstyle. And she's just kind of like staring straight ahead, trying to focus on her upcoming performance.
Mm-hmm.
But you see her, like she still has a bit of that fidgeting that she had the last time she was at the spotlight, flashlight, neon light. I forget what it's called already.
All those things.
Yeah. But she's still like a little restless, a little nervous, and she's very self-conscious about wearing her own face, because the last time she was getting her hair done wearing her own face, she got thrown out.
Yeah.
So she's got a little she's a little traumatized by the last few missions, but not like mechanically traumatized yet. And so yeah, she's focusing intently, trying to recenter herself. That's nice. Let's see here. Indulge. No bonus dice.
Indulgence.
Nice.
Okay. Back down to 2 stress.
Sweet.
Real good, real good. Having 6 stress is nice when you're like, oh.
It's perfect. You can't overindulge, right?
Yep. All right. So, at the spotlight, flashlight, we know there's about to be some voguing going on. Of course, still the lights are up, looking beautiful. Jesse, what's the name of the kid?
Yeah, Jesse is the name of the kid that
Not a
the
big
rat
no.
with like sort of the rat-like nose and whiskers and.
Yeah. Jesse was over there working, getting everybody's specific lights just right. And we zoom out of, like, from the ceiling, and we point to who's taking the camera.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you see Shade lying in a clinic bed, kind of half conscious. They've fixed up her shoulder some. It's not great, but it's better. And she's sitting there with is it Malik from the
community center?
That sounds right.
Yeah, Malik's with the community center.
Malik give us the previous job.
He's Malik, the 5-foot freak.
Yeah. Probably getting a mild lecture as to, why did you do something that dumb, as getting caught on camera. Not caught on camera, but getting caught in a crossfire.
Yeah.
So,
getting scolded for your actions. That seems to be popular for you right now, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to roll for that, you just spend, yeah?
Yeah, so your harm goes down to level 2.
Alright.
And since you have 2 actions, you could use another one, spend a cash, and then it would go down to 1, if you want to.
Yeah, I kind of need to de-stress, though, because otherwise it's not going to go
Oh,
well.
word! Oh, wait, you're full. So, no, you traumaed out.
Oh, I did trauma out, okay.
Yeah, so you're empty.
Yeah, your stress
now
is clear. You just mark the trauma.
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, we'll go ahead and spin that other one.
Which trauma do you want, by the way? What do you think that whole experience kind of left you feeling? Can I make a suggestion?
I was thinking restless or reckless, probably fit, but I will listen to his suggestion.
I was thinking vicious, actually,
I like vicious.
because in the situation you were hurling out flame at all of these people, you get shot and you're like, bah, like you keep going, and maybe that kind of left a thing, but it's up to you.
No, vicious works too.
Yeah.
Rad. Vicious with the flame, like,
Sick.
and I know what level 3 you
Not
picked.
cold,
I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Just cold with the flame would kind of be interesting too.
cold flame. Ooh, your flames turned blue now. even though that's hotter, but it looks, you know.
Yeah.
And I did get enough to get an additional ability, and I chose Flame Tongue. So,
You chose Flame Tongue?
yeah,
Sick.
I can make stuff out of fire.
Nice.
Yeah. Rad.
Oh my god, I just pictured Shade like running down a hallway hurling La Chancla made out of fire.
You know, like,
Suggestion, but
and then just chonkless, like at your work.
5-finger flip flop all on your face.
Flame Tongue! Chonkla form! That's both your downtime actions. We see you steadily getting healed. They're wrapping you up, cleaning the wound, all that yada yada. And the camera pans out into the ceiling once again, and zooms in on what part of the city? Lauren or Sean?
Lauren, do you want to go, or do you want to?
Yeah, I think it probably like goes up into the roof and then comes back down from another roof into like Kit's mom's kitchen, where Kit's gonna settle a score with her mom.
Hello, mother.
Yeah. And I think for a bit of background context, like for Kit's absence last week, I think a lot of it probably was down to like say Kit trying to scout out the politicians from like the mission prior around like her mother's cafe, like her mom clocking her, you know, haven't seen you for a while kind of thing. I'll keep it brief, but I'm sure they had some kind of exchange of like, no, I'm fine, like leave me alone, like I've got my life, brother's there, I have friends, it's totally fine. Get to like everyone knows who she is. Like everyone's like trying to get our crew, and everything is not fine. So I think that's like the very truncated like backstory for like her settling a score with her mom in her kitchen, where her mother is like I think like the kitchen itself is like very cramped. Like the dining table is right in there, like in the kitchen, with like a lot of crap on like the bench top, and it's like a very old like kettle with tea boiling, and like a fridge plastered with like mementos from Kit and her brother that clearly stop like when things went to shit during their teenage years. Like family photos and like drawings, that kind of thing. Kit's mother, I think, like sits down across from her and is like, you know, like, I told you so. Like, I told you this was gonna get you in trouble. You should have listened to me. Like, you know, I told you that if you learned how to control yourself, like you could blend in like everyone else. Like, if you just could like get a hold of your feelings, you wouldn't have to worry anymore. And now it's too late. Everyone knows who you are. Like, you're fucked. And Kit's like goes beet red and like sinks down into like their hoodie and like probably pulls it up a bit. It's like mom's right in a way, even though like mom's fucking wrong.
Yeah.
I think I can roll to settle a score, and then that can dictate maybe like how the argument goes down.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Let's see how this fight goes.
Yeah.
Indulge vice. I got a 3, so that was
Nice.
yeah. That gets you from 4 stress down to 1 stress.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yay. So I think like I think Kit like gets up very quickly, and like we get that chair scritch and like the table wobbles a bit against like the tile floor there.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks her mother in the face and she's like, don't fucking blame me for like the shit that they give us. Like, we're the ones who are being kicked when we're down. Like, they're the ones enforcing rules on us that are fucking bullshit. Like, yeah. So you can't tell me that I have to hide, that I have to not be myself, that I have to blend in when at the end of the day they're wrong. Like we exist, and like fuck you for trying to get me to conform to this bullshit. And then I think like storms out of the kitchen.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
I think your mom is just like, I don't know what to do mode.
Yeah.
But I won that. I won
Victor
that.
Kit. There's that HP bar just super combo finish.
Kit was like, wake up level 3.
No, I went for the grab. No.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
fantastic.
There's in Primetime Adventures. There's a mechanical fan service where you can just like be like, yeah, cool. This is like all of us right now. Like the getting all the fan mail. That seems awesome.
So, Sean.
Yeah. So if we go back to the hospital scene, and we like zoom back, or the clinic scene, and we zoom back in, and then just like go like one bed over, there's candy paint, like and they're like, Malik, Shade was doing it. Misha, is it cool with you if I have
Go for it.
candy paint? Yeah. Shade was doing what she had to do to keep us all alive. It wasn't for her, we would all been caught. And like Diego is definitely having much less egregious wounds being tended to, and he's like flirting with the people there as they're they're like he's both grazed and crispy, but he needs to be tended to, but he's also there in his opinion, like wanting to make sure that Shade is okay. She got shot real bad, so he's talking to the and also like Malik can go fuck off for giving us help, giving us help for this. It was his job that got them revealed in the first place. Yeah, so I'm gonna spend the 1 coin on recovery, and then I think the other downtime action I'll take is training in that playbook. Which
Cool.
looks like getting ready for the next mission, whatever that may be. We'll figure that out in as we get onto it.
Yeah. And so, push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice.
Yep.
Both Naja, you have another downtime activity, and Lauren, you have another downtime activity. I'm actually going to later change it in 2.1 that you have 2 downtime well, you have 3 downtime activities total if you missed a session, like in Scum and Villainy, because
Cool.
that makes sense. So you can take 2 more.
Excellent.
And if it's okay with you, Lauren, I'll get my one out of the way.
I'll go for gold.
Okay. You see Joanna Scarhanson, and like you get the thing where there's like obviously like a camera overlay with like a little recording thing at the bottom, and then it kind of goes through that to her face, and she's holding a microphone and just telling absolute lies about what happened at the prison. And finishes up the segment with, and this has been Johanna Scarhanson from WNBC News. Back to you. And that like news clip just goes out to the internet and is retweeted by people that don't check their sources.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like that.
Nice.
And I'm reducing heat.
Bada bang. Alright, so it goes down to 4. Actually cut in half.
Nice.
Ba 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 Sorry, music just plays in my head all the time. I'm sorry. And it slips out every now and again.
You'll find
Okay.
I'm like the human most susceptible to earworms ever. Like, it doesn't even have to be like you can like say a word, like 2 words, like "you're welcome" is constantly stuck in my head now.
My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Anyway,
All right.
Lauren time.
Yeah. Kit power.
Oh my gosh. Well, I kind of feel like I want to train in some prowess. And I kind of picture this happening with Shade. If Shade is cool to teach Kit how to do some spray painting and like art stuff.
Sure.
Nice.
Because people know who we are now. Why not paint a big fucking mural?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so I would love to go wreck like a nice big piece of wall with like shade. It can be fiery and vicious and like massive, like just fuck everything. So I think Kit's in a very similar mood as well.
We're all gonna take the vicious.
That's what happens. I'm picturing like a bunch of flames in the background and then just Shade and Kit in the foreground with their hands like this. And like graffiti text like you know how to do it on them.
On the bottom it says, "Don't start no shit, won't be no shit."
Real talk. Look.
So, start now, nothing then.
Don't start
talk
nothing,
shit.
won't be nothing.
I'm not sure which one it's gonna be.
You have a lot of options. It's a big wall.
There's lots of walls.
And a Kit definitely does it with like the big, like massive headphones on, blaring like very aggressive metal music while she does it. Oh god, I get to do another thing.
Okay.
So many things.
So many things.
All the things.
I think. Ooh, I don't know. I'm actually. Can I do that twice in a row? I know it's like I can't usually do that twice in a row, but can I do it twice in a row since I missed the last session? So kind of, yeah, I'll just go to town on this. Like, there was a huge project that took like last week and this week to do flame wall with Shade. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm cool for that.
Go for some more spray painting.
Yeah.
This week we're working on color theory.
So you can put a point, whatever you want. Our max is 3, by the way. We just use plate sheets.
Perfect. I
In
put
the
one.
corner of the building and it's like, now is we finished or is we done?
And so, we got a wreck. Cool.
Yes. Got a wreck.
Nice.
All right, that's everybody's downtime. Okay.
You okay?
I don't know.
Are you worried?
I really don't know. I'm worried. I'm worried that
You worried about this whole empowered mutants thing?
I really am. I'm like, oh my god, I'm just gonna kill all of you. I don't want to. I don't
mean,
know how
that's
measured I will be.
That's what you're supposed to do, right?
We can resist anything. It's just a matter of whether we trauma out.
Okay.
True.
So
Yeah.
I mean, what's a little trauma among friends?
Yeah. Both of us all get really vicious.
I mean,
It'll
both
be bad.
Lily and Diego just traumatized out. So did Shade. We're all clear. We've got all sorts of trauma to spare.
Lanty.
And I yelled at my mom, so now I have no stress.
Yeah. For real.
That's
Stress to
happy.
spare, I guess. Yeah.
So, y'all have 2 options. You can go to the construction office and help them out, or you can go to the arcade. Arcade has just for everyone, has the Littles. The Littles are a group of very skilled children, orphans, who take care of each other, as there are usually more orphans than there are families, and so they go out and are very in tune with. They have like a information network. You can usually buy information from them, send them to spy on people, etc., or to rig lights even. And the construction office is where much more standard construction workers, engineers, plumbers, every kind of blue collar work that involves building, fixing. That's where it goes down. They're always just out of resources, don't have enough stuff, doing their best, etc.
Yeah.
Do y'all want to know, just real quick, what the rewards are going to be? Because you'll get one and then you won't get the other, technically.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good.
Rewards.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me open this up a little more. So the engineers will give you a new ability from your power sheet if you succeed. So just boom, whichever one you want. It's like training a bunch.
Pretty dope.
And then the littles will give you +1 dice when making an engagement roll.
So, given a choice between which one I get to use and which one I don't, I'm feeling that ability though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, so I've got a thought on the construction is like, if they know what we just did, I think it's reasonable to assume that there may be a lot more raids. And last time when Ruli got picked up, it was they opened up the gates and we had nothing to stop us. We had nothing to protect us from the mutant task force rounding them up and carting them off. I think maybe building some fortifications, maybe preparing for the next raid would make sense from the as like a reason to help the construction zone, which would also get us a move. So,
additionally, San Diego's peoples though. That's where he come from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's Diego's job. Is working. So I think I'm gonna just say that was said in character. Diego was like, or Poppy was like, if we're looking for work, I know there's work to be done.
Do they all talk about milk like you do?
I mean, there's a heated discussion around the coffee machine because like non-dairy creamers are not always in supply. Do you want to get into it? Because
I don't think there's a heated discussion. I think it might just be you, but it sounds like that would be a good next step for us, especially with how problematic we are. I'm not sure if I want to drag some kids into it right now.
Yeah, that's probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
They don't need our bullshit over there.
Well, Shade Kit, is that cool with you?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Mechanics and engineers. Cool EO. So.
I can weld. It'll be fine.
Y'all head over to the construction office. Pew, pew, pew. And it's always busy outside and inside. People are walking in and out. We have a wide shot of a lot more people. We kind of see a day process, right? It goes like high speed.
Yeah.
And a lot more people come in and out with like paperwork. They're yelling at each other with papers in their hands. You see on the floors, they're actually like there are like some office buildings where people are just trying to, get all the stuff done. The construction office has a hard time getting resources And so a lot of it comes from having all of this messy paperwork that doesn't get processed at the right time, gets ignored heavily when it's sent in. So, they're caught up in a lot more of that mess than actually even fixing stuff, kinda, you know. And you see in fast motion, we see like all of these construction workers and plumbers and renovators and all this stuff going into homes that, you know, they have a scheduled thing with, fixing a toilet, going over to the next, like doing an apartment building, going from house to house, checking all this stuff. There's a small group that, like, after you see the end of the day and everyone's leaving and stuff, there's a small group that go over to where like all these destructed homes are and start fixing up the houses a little bit at a time. They ain't getting paid for it, but they're doing it. And you see this whole cycle go on, and that even at night, there's like a night crew that comes around and checks the lights and tries to clean up some graffiti. Only on the border wall, where people come in and out. They don't really, you know, it's the rules. So they have to clean up the graffiti there and all this kind of stuff. And by the time like it pops up back into morning, like this place has never shut down. Like there's always somebody in there doing something, and it's usually like a group. So it slows down after you see people coming in for coffee and etc. And then we get to like, you know, 10, 11. And y'all are approaching the construction office because y'all have your plan. So
Poppy's rival, Poppy's enemy is Marcus, construction worker. And the reason why is that Poppy, who up until now was not a disclosed EMP, like Poppy did not let it know. He was always getting jobs that Marcus wasn't, and they had like a an art, like they would often like fight over like who's gonna get a job, and because Diego was like real strong, he often got jobs that Marcus didn't. So I would like to throw that out as our contact as we go in, just to, you know, make things fun for us, that his rival is there.
Okay. So
you got someone else in mind to give us a job.
No, that's fine. Y'all, I'm multitasking here. We have boop. That didn't work. You have you're hanging out with Marcus, or you walk up to Marcus, talking with just a couple other workers. One person has some paperwork, and they're just trying to explain the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear Marcus be like, "Look, I get it, but if we don't get more of these pipes, that building is just gonna fall down. It had like 3 weeks, maybe. We keep patching it up, and I don't know how they're working with these pieces of wood and some of that pipe cleaner. Don't ask me. The old guys, the old ladies, they know some things I don't. But that stuff is not going to hold up. With the grime in there, we need those pipes. And we need them yesterday. We need them 3 weeks ago. And this whole conversation is getting run down. And one person's like, look, paperwork's still processing. There's nothing we can do from here. Well, we can try and send a form from yada yada.
Right.
And Marcus sees you with the entire group.
Yeah.
And then it was one of those moments where you see the camera pointing at Marcus talking to these people, and then his eyes catch you, and then the sounds fade away, and he just walks through them, and it's just like, holy shit. You're actually showing up? And with your whole super team, Avengers, Justice League, what are y'all?
I think You normally go by people.
Yeah, man.
Honey, I'm a solo act. And today Lala is wearing like a very bohemian Erykah Badu sort of situation.
Yeah.
Lots of jewelry, bangles, flowers.
I'd love me some Erykah Badu.
Marcus, I figured you needed some help.
Well, yeah, we always need help, but what are y'all gonna do? You gonna... I don't know what you do. I see you burning stuff. You gonna burn a place down? Are you gonna just be quiet around the buildings? Are you just gonna, I don't know, dance at them? You're gonna talk about milk. We already know you're gonna talk about milk and dairy, so...
It's an important topic.
Look, whatever you need done, we can get it done. Don't worry about how we do it. That's how this works.
I mean, there's already a bullseye on us, so we might as well take advantage of the fact that people know about us, not get anyone else in trouble. I know you got, yeah. Like, what Lala said. Like, he was gonna, like, go on, but, you know, he set it up.
Mm-hmm. Well... Look, since y'all have gone public, there have been cops coming in here in SWAT uniforms, raiding buildings, looking for y'all, looking for other EMPs, accusing people, getting anonymous tips. Honestly, I don't even know if they're getting the anonymous tips or they're just trying to fuck with us. But these raids keep happening, and well, I'm not quite sure if y'all are safe to be around for the community in this, with this kind of thing going on.
I mean, probably not, but they also won't let us out.
See, that's why I have an idea. Y'all aren't bad people. Y'all hang around. Y'all been here since, you know, since we've all been here. What we can do is, I think we should actually use you as bait. Feed you to the sharks, but with spikes on you, you know? Like, y'all can do some things, like some mutants who were in wherever y'all came from have been talking to some people and whispering, etc. They're gonna get, you know, moved to different mutant safe zones by the owls, but try and get back home. But they've been talking about what you could do, and I'm thinking if we can get you a space where y'all can just clear it out, if you know what I mean. You know, let the cops, we'll tell the cops that you're in there, then they can come get you. And you can just take care of them. Just whittle down their numbers. Look, they can't, they send a big old force to take care of all of you. Y'all whittle down their numbers a little bit. And, like, knock them out. You don't gotta kill them. You can, I mean
Whittle down their numbers.
Look, if you break a couple bones and scare them, whatever it happens to be, so that they stop coming in here, if they feel like this place is protected, they'll stop raiding these homes. They're tearing them up. They're tearing them to pieces. People are scared. Y'all can do things the rest of us can't. We can get you set up in a warehouse. We can fix it up a little bit. give y'all some space to do your thing. And
I like the idea of drawing attention away from everyone else. The idea of whittling down their numbers seems a little bit optimistic when the reality is they'll just send the military next. So the cops can't handle it. But I'm also okay with that. To be honest, we can't really exist in this safe zone the way we did before. So it would behoove us to have a space where they know where to find us rather than tearing up everybody else's shit.
also, if they have a visible military presence inside a mutant safe zone, things are pretty bad, but the world at least follows certain rules. And it would look really bad on them to be sending the military in here. There's no real trace of y'all. Like, I don't know what you've been doing, but you're hearsay and rumors outside of this safe zone. They send the military in here without solid evidence. Your faces showed up first, but then 15 other faces showed up right after. This woman has been saying all this stuff on the internet, people tweeting it all over the place.
Lala just kind of looks to the side.
That's why the only thing that they can do that will not look strange, that will not erupt the world in their I mean, like, you know, if people are openly anti-mutant, they at least act out, you know? Even if they don't mean it, it's something. They can't throw the military in here. It would throw the local government at the very least under the bus, but I'm pretty sure people would turn their eyes and say, oh, we're moving forward finally on mutant rights, and you're throwing the military inside a mutant safe zone.
All right. And Lala kind of looks around to everyone else. What do you say we set up an ambush?
All for killing people.
Sounds
You're a
good to
little
me.
quiet, Misha.
Said I'm all for killing cops.
True.
I mean, you do what you want with them. Scare them, break them, kill them. At this point, whatever keeps
I say we
everybody
make them
safe.
pay for what they did to us. You know, we don't have to just, you know, they keep us locked up. Why don't we do the same to them? We've got a bunch of buildings we could keep people in. Send a bunch of cops in, don't ever make it out. Then they'll think twice about sending in their family, sending in their friends if they know they don't survive. If they know nothing, they don't know what happens to them. I say we don't. I don't say we don't kill them. I say we take them hostage.
Hostage situation.
Nah,
I don't know.
They might try to rescue.
But, and also, do you have hostage money? Because, like, I don't know about you, but I can barely eat. I'm not trying to feed no cops.
Yeah.
All right.
Send them away.
Pay one way or the other.
I mean, you're a big, strong man. Just throw him back over the wall.
If that's gonna make them learn a lesson.
Well, when they land.
Yeah, they get hit a few times, they'll stop trying.
I mean, they're already terrified of y'all. You scare them off, I don't think they'll come back. Or at least, you know, they won't try and punk the community.
Now I'm about it. Let's make them think twice about picking somebody up next time. About arresting somebody for dragging them to that prison. Sure, burn that place down. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
That'd be an interesting place to make a stand.
So we zoom out and we see this warehouse area that is much more beaten down than y'all's. It's a mess. There's all the contents are still inside. It's been partially cleaned out. Maybe the construction workers are like working on something here, like a long-term project. but they get a bunch of people and like some volunteers to start cleaning this place out a little. They dusted open some windows, it's breathable and all that whatnot. And they're like, we tell them there's a bunch of suspicious mutants around here where nobody, really is. We tell the community to kind of just don't be over here if anyone's, keep them safe. And y'all can do your thing.
Jake kind of like looks around, looks to see if there's, a good place to set up and just throw things. Yeah, this could work.
It'll hopefully be temporary.
You're just trying to lure him here. You don't need him to stick around long.
Trust me when I say that is not the hard part.
Luring them there? Yeah. Yeah, Diego's looking at the construction that's been done on the building, and looking at like areas where the supports are weak, or things are being like held together with baling wire and duct tape, and he's gonna try and rig some parts of the collapse that we know about.
Okay. I will end up drawing y'all a map
Nice.
of this room. I have a lot of stuff to do right now, don't I?
I mean, you might.
It's the map, it's the map, it's the map, it's the map.
Okay, I need to pop all these open. Yeah, so we can have like anything set up in the room just be a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
And then just the more complicated, then the more stress. And there will be stuff because you have time ahead that will be no stress. So it'll just be like, oh, like I put a barrel here of, acid, and it's like, yeah, sure, like, yeah, all the construction workers, they got junk, like really simple stuff will be easy to run.
Cool.
So, y'all want to? Let me pull up the ba-da-ba-ba. Pop, pop, pop. Bum, bum, bum.
I know one thing for sure. Kate's problem has been that she can make people silent but not invisible. So it's putting some effort into creating some spaces to like be a bit more invisible and shady and silent.
For sure. Y'all can have some like intricate stuff going on. Let us do our engagement roll. Y'all have it sounds like I'll have your plan.
Yeah.
Figured out.
Take cast, take names.
I think one thing that you all should talk about is what are the limits? Are you going to kill some people? Are you going to break them? Or are you just going to try and scare them as much as you can? That's something y'all should talk about because it's a heat thing, and also your characters. I mean, Ruli's not here, but
yeah.
The rest of y'all
on this one, but it made more sense to have Bobby here. Diego is all about making it hurt the most. He's more than they've come into our homes and fucked with us. I say we hurt them back. So he is not does not have an issue with killing them. He's not sure that's the best way to hurt them, but
Lala, along the same lines, as everyone knows, has no issue killing people, but is not sure that's the most effective way to stop them from coming in.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be dangerous, but not like too dangerous. They're not going to send the military, but there's levels of escalation they haven't yet hit. She wants to.
Right. We want to scare them off more than we want to make them double down on us.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll only singe their eyebrows.
But if it comes down to
I
it,
mean-
if it's them or us, fuck them.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Definitely.
Lala ain't no punk.
There was a question there?
I think the question is she willing to kill a fool? Yes. She is definitely willing.
¿A quién estás diciendo shut up to? That Vine is stuck in my head. I don't care what anybody says. And if you don't know it, you don't know what you do on the internet all day.
All right. We
Yeah,
can.
but yeah, what's
yeah.
our general plan? I think our general plan is to like beat them up, terrify them, and chuck them, half naked over the wall. All their stuff.
Oh yeah,
stolen,
making it
destroyed.
humiliating to come in here.
Yeah.
Lots of flame. We can make like Z-shaped scars if necessary.
Yeah, not just scare them, but humiliate them.
Right. Makes sense.
Take off their eyebrows. I like it.
Do a bunch of stuff so it's like, yeah, they won't even want to talk about what went on in there, whether it's super scary, super humiliating, or super painful.
Or all of the above.
Okay.
Come in our warehouse, you get that band or snatch. Like, what is that? And don't worry about it.
So,
No.
I'm curious as to our engagement roll.
Yum.
First, you get your die for sheer luck. Let's go through the advantages and disadvantages. Is the operation particularly bold or daring? I think so.
Yeah, I think we're inviting
We're inviting the cops in.
we're inviting the man.
We called the cops
Yeah.
on our damn selves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one for sure. Is it overly complex or contingent on many factors? Don't think so. Personally, what do y'all think?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
They come in, we hurt them. Nah, that's pretty simple.
Bada bing. Does the plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
They're coming to our backyard, so yes.
Yeah.
It does seem like we're drawing them out.
Yeah. I feel like y'all have... Yeah. Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations? So, we
I feel like
know...
the answer to that is yes, because of our entanglement.
Yeah. Because of your entanglement. We know that they have special preparations. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
That's fine.
I mean, I think Arcus is like setting us up with the location.
That's
do it.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Stefan probably would know.
Stefan knows everything about everything.
Yeah, they are in.
Word. And so then, are there any enemies or rivals interfering in this operation? Technically, no. Are there any other elements you want to consider? Do you think that they are like a higher tier target?
I think they are. Yeah, well, it depends on like, are we bringing out just
Lower
like
tier?
just like the cops? If that's the case, I don't feel like it. But if it's like they're bringing in the mutant task force, then yeah, that would seem like they're a higher tier.
Yeah, task force is in the wind, probably.
Yeah.
Aren't they busy fixing their prison?
Yeah, are they fixing up the shit we just broke?
Probably. Or leaving. Who knows? So, I'll say 3. At the end of it all.
I don't think we get a die for Misha's feathers, but thank you, Chad.
I mean, we
Yes.
should. Did you cosplay as your character? And is it awesome? Yes, and yes. That's like plus 2D right there.
There you go.
Uh,
Next time. I have to get short.
Okay. So 3. Hacha. That's a 6.
Yeah.
Very nice. So y'all are going to start in a controlled position. When you get into the mess, the meat, the fight. Okay. So, this is an excellent time for us to take a tenor, especially because I have to fill out these sheets, which I've been slowly doing, as we're going to get into what is going to be the first official straight-up throwdown.
Yeah.
Been to be some bus ass.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Everybody drink some water. Take a bathroom break. I'm just gonna drink water. I have to be right here.
I thought you were gonna say take a bath. I was like, if you have not.
I'll be in the bath, DM it. You'll see me laying back like this, typing with one hand.
Love to hear.
Everybody.
Okay, so we will see y'all in 10 minutes.
Yep.
And as always, the mics are staying on. You're gonna hear my furious typing.
Because they can.
I'm also gonna throw the music back on too, because that's my friend's music. Oh.
A cider. Type away, DC. Type away.
Oh, I'm making hard decisions.
We're gonna die.
Okay. Let's see. Oops. Okay.
Why is Jiren's head so small? Wait, no, I'm not Cell. I'm Goku Black, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm that two-faced motherfucker. Carry on.
Ooh. I need to give all of them flare clocks too. Okay. Why do we leave the mics on during the break? Because we accidentally did so previously, and now it's just a thing. And plus, I think it's cool. I think everyone thinks it's cool.
Yeah, we dig it.
You've had some fun chats with chat.
Yeah,
Great.
I guess. All right, I'm gonna get some tea though. Be right back.
Quick decisions.
Stacey, your shirt is amazing, by the way.
Oh, my shirt?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I love it.
It's one of my favorite shirts. Thank you.
Ah, yes.
Oh, I'm using. Y'all may be the same, like, might have the same power sheets, but your powers are very different.
Damn, plus that.
Okay. Those, that one. Is John still in here? Hey, John.
Jan.
Oh. Hey, John. I only have a few more minutes. Ooh. Two.
Oh, that man is dead.
What fun is it?
Oh no, he was just Shakita Bonita. Low key watching fighters on the break because
T
like
is
it.
Oh my.
You having fun?
Plotting your demise.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm having fun or if I'm being evil.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep my evil in Magic the Gathering where I roll mill decks, but
Yeah.
here,
Oh my gosh, we're the same person, DC.
Lauren.
I love me a good mill dick.
Oh, anytime. I love my graveyard decks, so mill time is happy time.
You're like, I have a friend who has the same. They're like, oh yeah, mill me, sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fun race because I'm milling myself, you know. Good times.
I think the last time I played, speaking of like random decks, was a game of Commander, and My friend has the deck with like impossibility stone, so you get that out, and then you just top decking like 100 cards of this in the game.
Sounds terrible.
Oh,
I mean, awesome, but
oh yeah, it's like you get it like this is hilarious, and then after 10 minutes you're like, oh, this is like actually the worst.
you're like, when will it end?
Yeah.
Let's have this. I'm almost done. Okay, you only need that. Got it.
Nice. Ash. Remind me never to play Commander. It makes me so sad.
Oh, I love Commander.
I'm playing Magic on Arena these days. I've been loving it.
Same. All right, it is time to come back. I am almost done doing the thing, which is also great.
The break, because you didn't stand up.
No, I did not.
You need to stretch, get water.
You're a person too, DC.
Yep.
I am, but I am a monstrous person.
I mean, we talked about the song thing already.
Oh wow.
If you got the Holy Ghost, time to ask for wishes and shit.
Ooh. What's up? We back.
It happened.
I am almost done doing these, so if y'all can set up the scene. Why not?
Yeah.
We have framing tools.
About it.
Yeah.
We can start with a wide shot. We see the warehouse. Go forth.
I think you see a small, frail. Actually, you see Hasten Gungoa. You see Hasten Gungoa running down the alley. Seems like he's been roughed up a bit, and that he's looking for backup.
Yes. Around him is a bunch of like black garbage bags, black tarps that have sort of been made to form little living encampments that are not forming living encampments, but that's what it looks like. And so there's all this sort of detritus that he's running through, where various traps and whatnot. Like we as the camera can see like pull cords and various traps and whatnot set up.
And Jason's like, "Oh, go ahead."
I was like, it zooms in on another part of the wall above where the main doors are, and you can kind of just see a little light flicker every now and again.
And we get a nice like close up of his face as he's looking over his shoulder, and like to get that sense of like palpable tension and like anxiety in the air. Like you breathe it in, and like you can feel it in your lungs.
And Jason's got like a shoulder radio. It's like requesting backup. Obviously, it doesn't work. And he shakes it and he says, "Damn mutants fried my equipment. Hey!" And that is our trap.
Yep. There is hidden underneath one of those big things. There is a bulldozer. Big times.
Alrighty.
That'll go explode.
So, let's switch over to this. And let's make a little map.
Wrap it up.
as
A little less Georgia O'Keeffe this time. No, fuck no.
oh my god.
It looked like what it looked like. Look.
Oh yeah.
It did.
That was the first thing I thought when I was watching the stream last night. I was like,
Buildings are shaped like that, okay?
Sure.
There are
Yeah. That's that fuck energy.
Look.
I'm still seeing the no fuck energy. I'm still seeing the cityscape. You can just switch us over.
Oh yeah, y'all are.
Yay.
Y'all are talking about the building aspect and I didn't see it.
Oh jeez. So this is the outside of the warehouse. Let me scoot. Yeah, y'all are good. It was a good shape. Thank you, Amr.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad shape. I'm just saying it's distinctive.
Like I listened to a lot of rap growing up. I only have 3 things on my mind. Anyways, that was a joke. This is right here. The on the outside, this outside space is the second floor, as there's here. I'm gonna put this wee. Yeah. Okay. Second floor is green.
Nice.
I hope it in one go.
And we have, there's some stairs. I go up here. Stairs. And then I think on the opposite side. And it has like railing and stuff on both sides. Y'all, here's the entrance is. Swoop. Right there. That's the door. And then
Which one's the door?
down there.
Got it.
Right, here's the door. Put a little dot. Put some dots in there.
Got it.
Put some dots on that.
So, y'all. Wait, can y'all. You know what? No, it's fine. Y'all can have some cover. Like chosen cover. Y'all have some control over this space. So there's. It's like racks and pushed over tables, whatever it happens to be. But y'all can choose to have some cover and decide where that is. And then I'll just like make X's, you know, to mark where you want cover to be. So just ping a particular point on the map, and then I will provide you with your thing. Each of you, y'all each have colors on your names.
Oh, yeah.
So each one of you will get 2, and I'm gonna make those things the color of your names on the thing. Y'all can't see the names, but also Ash did more dots. So
Lala wants to be coming in from the outside, as Hasan Gangoa leading the cops to the space.
Mm-hmm.
So probably would I don't know where I would go, but I'm the last person to need cover.
Yeah.
Or I am bait.
Okay. So pew pew. Misha, Lauren, Sean, do you have any places that... I know, Lauren, you said that you're probably going to need a lot of places to hide. You can have...
Like by the light switch.
Coolio. So we will just say that there is a light switch. Oh, I'm like trying to be perfect on the colors. We're going to say that there's a one of the boxes with the X. The little crank on the side like a Batman, and every Batman thing, I don't know why they're all like that, but you pull the little crank and the lights go up.
Nice.
That's what I was picturing.
That's how it works.
Everyone knows this, even Sean.
Oh, cuts.
This is one of your places of expertise, probably. Things that are in movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's we have the light switch right there. And each one of y'all keep in mind the things that you have, because I'm not going to list the 10 or 8, but I will know where they are. Does anyone else have something that they want to have as like a place of cover?
Yeah.
Basically
so,
interacting with the environment, and then flashbacks will still take care of how you use all the stuff.
Yeah, I'm clicking this thing real here. What was this? These are stairs up?
Yes.
All right. So, basically right next to the door, under a big old, so here-ish on the other side of the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Next to the door, under a big old garbage bags, tarps, and other stuff is the bulldozer planted.
Boom, bulldozer. You got it.
And Poppy is sitting in it.
I thought you were gonna throw it at him. I was like,
Either or. You got.
I mean, that's not out of the office. That's still a
come in
possibility.
the door and a bulldozer flies out of nowhere. Mission over.
So-
I think it's something like here-ish, so I have a line of fire on the door. But something to hide behind.
Cool. I'll make a little blockade so that. Boop.
There we go.
And then, if y'all have anything else in mind, we can leave the rest to flashbacks. But if you want this to be like the starting point of the stuff, then that's completely fine.
And you said the second floor is open to the first, except for like walkways, or
The whole second floor is open. It's just one of those like railing things. It has that.
catwalk kind of things.
Catwalk.
It has that weird floor that has the dots that poke up. Makes a lot of noise.
Catwalk.
Railing.
Yeah.
It was the catwalk before the catwalk was the catwalk.
Yeah. It's the
On
mezzanine.
the catwalk.
Take the elevator to the mezzanine.
No shaking the fish.
So, one other thing that I'm gonna do. My color is pink.
I don't know why pink has pew, but it does.
Herbie, probably.
Because I got that bullet. Do they not have pink? What's going on? Okay, here. There's some windows. Here. 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 They're all on the second floor.
Go.
Windows here. Window over here. And then I'm gonna give. That one's a janky window. And one over there. It's so pretty. Okay. So, just to give y'all some visual as to what's going on. I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I told you so.
Thank you for that.
I tried to tell him. I tried to tell
We
him.
tried to tell you.
Nobody lives in me.
We've been and
Also-
told you.
I would like to point out that the colors that DC specifically used for this warehouse are Namekian.
Oh,
Namekian.
cool.
Should I know what that means?
Piccolo is a Namekian.
Okay.
Somebody out there. years from now,
Somebody-
watch it.
Somebody save Naja from all of us not knowing anything about.
Sorry, Dragon. I recognize that
DVC.
you're talking about Dragon Ball Z. That should be impressive.
If I wouldn't break TOS, I would just like do a few episodes of Dragon Ball Z a week on my channel and watch it with chat.
Well, that's what Rapid is for.
Well, yeah, but I can't stream.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, this warehouse is a giant Namekian.
If you say so, we'll take your word for it.
Look,
That's better.
DC, your warehouse is a giant Namekian with corners.
Dragon Tribe. So, I just thought of some things. I'm so evil. I'm gonna roll some
Everybody gets
dice.
their best ideas in the bathroom. Just saying.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna roll 2d6, and this is gonna decide whether or not their prestige gets one of your faces.
Cool.
Telling you that flat out.
Oh, God.
They do not.
Oh.
Unsuccessful.
No,
It's Joanna Scarhands.
yeah. They too have Joanna Scarhands. Can prestigious pass faces like that? What an interesting philosophical question.
I mean, you could try and find out if they don't. They
It's
stop
like a
trying to
whole
kill you or
body
whatever.
Scarhands.
Okay, I don't think there was anything else to prepare.
Scarhanson.
Oh yeah, that's a bad roll there.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Oh, I can take these and put them over here. Oh, thank God. So y'all can still see the map at home with your friends. Let me just grab
Thanks, David
these.
Cross.
Okay. Whew. Okay, it's about to go down. We can jump right into it.
Yay.
The door is kicked open. You don't see anything. Where the camera is facing the door. The door is kicked open, and you see there were two cops, and you saw them move back. They look over the side with their flashlights and their gun, doing the thing. And they look through, and they can't really see much. There are... I can put in some of these. There are, like, shelves. Oh, wait. Why are you giving me this? Shelves in the middle of the way. Some of them are empty. Some of them you have left stuff on. Kerpow. And so they're flashing their flashlights on these shelves, trying to see if there's anybody there that they see, or they don't really know what they're looking for. And you can smell. Actually, what does it smell like? Crew.
It's old, it's dusty. Like
Turpentine smell to the air.
Mm.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of old paint cans and whatnot that are a bunch of old paint cans and whatnot that are that have been left behind here, and so there's that smell in the area too.
I think it's raining outside.
Nice.
Wonderful.
All of the... You see that the police, as they slowly start moving inside of the building, are wearing their like blue ponchos over their stuff, and underneath they're pretty geared up. A cop moves in with a shotgun. There are boop 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 dee dee doo dee dee dee. 8 cops.
oh yeah.
That come in through the front. And they stop right up above. I mean, when they come in, they're all just kind of in a semicircle, pointing outward, looking around, and they say, "Come out with your hands up!" And a cop hears something move and you can hear their breathing. It's so quiet in there that one of the cops just fires off like 3 shots really quickly. And it was like a piece of paper like that moved through the wind because the door like pushed open, and you're like, Johnson, get it together. We don't know what we're dealing with here. Yeah. So y'all can act first since you're prepared in the situation. Whoever moves first is controlled.
I have an idea.
Go for it.
I could set up someone or help them by being sneaky and sort of distracting. If someone with more sort of like wrecking powers wants to like take advantage of them being in me getting them into a bad spot.
Yeah, I would be all about doing those things. Go for it. Lead it.
Yeah.
I'll follow up.
Excellent. Well, I think like that happens, right? Like there's like rustle of paper and then like like gunfire. It's like really echoic and loud, like in this warehouse, as well as like their voices go like, what are you doing? And then I think like around them it just goes like very eerily quiet. I mean, you get that same like it's not super vibrant in this place, but it still gets that dulled down like monochromatic feel about like this area. Like the light was a big grayscale, and I'm gonna double down. So I guess I'm gonna use what's that power called? I'm gonna use shared stealth, but like on the cops. It's like they can't
hear themselves.
They can't hear themselves.
Nice.
Nice, and they also can't call out for help.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
And I also want to double down and like rupture a bit too, so they can't hear themselves, but they in their minds can like hear this like roll.
Right. You gave them all tinnitus.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if it sounds right to you, yeah, I mean, I said earlier I was in the bulldozer. I think that was incorrect. I think that was during a setup shot. This is now me leaping down from one of these, big shelves, to just like crack both of them on the back of the head when they're dazed.
Nice.
Okay, so we see the dampening of color, and all of a sudden you hear first it's like as the rain comes down, then and they look around and they hear the ringing. Well, first there's no sound, and one goes to like talk into their walkie-talkie, and then it hits all of them at once, and it looks like someone like hit them all in the head with a needle, because they all just go like ah, like, but there's no sound, and so you just see these people first go like, and like some of them are leaning over, like the one who shot like throws up, just like immediately, just like back outside, like they turn around and there's like they're not prepared.
Hey, look, I understand a nervous stomach. It happens to the best of us.
So they're messed up. You said you were going to, Sean, you were going to attack one of them? Two of them?
I think Poppy's going to jump down. And how many of them are there total?
8.
8? Yeah, Poppy's going to jump down and like fly down and just like crack his I think, wow, why not be armed right now? He's got two big old steel pipes. This is Marcus was talking about needing pipes earlier, and he's got 2 big old steel pipes, and he just cracks it across both their backs as he's coming down, and he's gonna just start while they're paralyzed and stunned, just start cracking heads with these pipes.
Oh, jeez. Are you rolling or are you using an ability?
I think I'm both. I am using. Let's throw it out there. I I'm using strongest there is. Throw that in chat.
Okay, rad.
So when on a successful skirmish roll, you can choose the level of harm you deal to your opponent.
Perfect.
And I want to skirmish all these fools. Get into a big old fight with them. What's my position in effect?
Your position is controlled from the engagement roll, and your effect is great because they are silenced and ruptured.
And stunned. Nice. Awesome. I'm going to spend 2 stress to push.
Nice.
Controlled. Great. Bonus die. Let's see how I do. Come on. I see a 5. All right.
Okay, yeah. One of them just goes to sleep.
Yeah.
You just pink punk.
Yeah.
They're down. The other one you catch on the shoulder, and they yell out. You can see them yelling, but it doesn't make any sound. And they, that one pulls out their gun and starts shooting at you, just like furiously.
Right.
I'm gonna say because their arm is messed up that you would take level 1 harm.
Cool.
Which is like grazed.
Yeah, I just got taken care of. I think I'm going to resist that though, because I want to keep fighting fools. So I like hold up my arm, and I think we just see it like turn to chrome as the bullets bounce off of it. Prowess resist? Did you do that?
Yeah, sure.
Sound right? All right. What's up, prowess? I clicked it. There it goes. It popped up on my sheet. I don't mind taking harm, but I want to stay in. Oh, nice. No stress.
Bada bing. You just ting ting ting.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, exactly. And then I proceed to wail on them. I mean, we can cut away, but
yeah.
Poppy is not holding back. That guy who went to sleep isn't waking up. I took the vicious trauma last time. I want to make this fucker pay.
Okay, cool.
Not dead, by the way, though.
What's that?
Not dead, by the way.
Not dead. Just maybe in a coma.
It's fine. I think when this tinnitus thing goes down, you see like Hasten Gungoa stagger into the dark, clutching his ears. Never to be seen again, or maybe we'll see.
So you're moving into the building?
Yes. I think I stagger towards the stairs, and as soon as I'm out of the light, I climb up the stairs to the catwalk.
Okay, cool. Yeah, nobody sees what's going on. Everyone's too, like, confused. 3 of the cops just start running into the building and start trying to take, like, defensive positions here around corners to where they can't be seen because they just saw a big chromatic man, maybe? Wail into, just come down, just go, 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 and someone shot at him and went, and you heard the bullets connect and just went ping, 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 and then you turned around and just go boom, boom, and just keep beating the crap. So they like try and disperse. You have 2, 3 of them move over here. The other 2 try 2, 3. The other 3 go over here.
Cool.
So they fan out into 2 positions, and they're 3 each, and they're staying down and looking around. Both the effects wear off. They start to be able to speak again. Some of them rubbing their ears, and you hear, because it's very echoey in here, just like, who's okay? Is everybody all right? We saw 2 go down, and like they're trying to communicate to each other, etc.
Nice.
And they're calling for backup, but who
Right.
knows what happens.
So I'm gonna sneak along the top of this shelf, and
Yeah.
just fire down on the guys that are hiding here.
With fireball.
Yeah.
This feels like a hunt.
What?
Yeah. Because you're kind of, or, you know what? Yeah. This feels like a hunt. You're like, y'all are in a very, like, predatorial situation.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna give you a helping die, Shade, by just like drawing their attention towards me. Right now, they just see me like wail on their friend. I think I just like chuck a pipe at one of them so that they have to duck behind cover, and hopefully they're not paying attention. They're paying attention to me and not to you.
All right.
So yeah.
Position.
This is risky but great. They could turn up and fire on you because they're very skittish at this point. So it's risky, but great effect. They're not prepared.
And I add 1 to my roll, so that is a 5.
Nice. Oops. So, you end up throwing down flames. What does it look like when now? Because you just obtained a new power, so you have more control over your abilities. How does this kind of visually take effect?
Sorry. I think where before it looked like just a fireball, now it kind of looks like a rain of knives. Just kind of.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of like firing at him.
Nice.
It splits, like it comes out as this flame and then sharpens. Really, yeah. And when the knives hit, like they splash back into flame. So I made this clock, and this clock is going to represent when they run away. When they're going to run away. Based on how like terrified and effed up they are.
This is a 4-segment clock?
It is a 6-segment.
Yeah, we can't see it. You have to go to the Twitch stream to actually be able to see it.
Well,
I put it on the
lines, but it looks
No,
like...
I'm just messing around. Yeah. There it is. I see it.
It's beneath the map.
Got
And
it.
here we go. 1 segment is filled. Let's make a little X. Oh no! I feel like filling it all up. I made a mistake.
Really regret.
I was like, oh, just make an X, and then my mind was like, no, you won't. You're gonna fill this whole motherfucker.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so
Nice.
they are pretty terrified right now. Things are not looking good. They called for backup. You haven't heard. Y'all can hear what comes through just because they're there. It's echoey. There hasn't been a at least audible response. Y'all are in pretty heavy control of the situation.
Yeah.
You end up Shade getting. One of them turns the shotgun up to you and fires, and it actually turns out that it's salt. And
Well, that's a dick maneuver.
it actually skims like your leg, and so there's like little bits of salt, like pushed really, very heavily pushed into a part of your leg, and you take level 1 harm, salted.
Damn. Cops hold up like...
Man, that's like insulted right there.
Yeah, you're like adding. You're dad joking us on top of shooting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not going to stop you from walking or anything,
Yeah.
but it's going to hurt like hell. Salt in the moons. Oh, go ahead.
I think for the 3 on the other side where Shade's not firing, I think from the catwalk, Lala projects a version of herself down amongst them, and like hands are all like ready to go, and it's like fucking Genji's ult, just like zipping around and like slashing at people, and like they don't know what her power is. They don't know if her hands are knives or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm using false assassin, so.
You have false assassin?
Low key, I do though.
Can you hit the button on that?
No.
Wow.
Holy crap.
So yeah, I project a false assassin Genji ult among the three cops on my side of the warehouse.
Okay, I did not know that you had that. So, yeah,
Yes.
false assassin, you can kill them with this. They believe that it is real. It's like the Matrix. If they get hit by the illusion, they can die. It'll harm their mind to the point where they believe it'll you know. So, bum 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 bum. You're like attacking with this illusion.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you the option of rolling sway, skirmish, or hunt.
I think the objective here is to scare. So it's probably a sway roll. Because more than killing or disabling them, she wants them to be like, fuck, we can't deal with this.
Okay, cool. So instead of like going for the kill, you're scaring them like crap. Maybe like a wound. What like level of harm are you attributing,
Wounded,
depending on the success of the
not
roll?
so bad that they can't run away, but I want them to fear for their lives, like level 2 or level 3 harm shook.
Word.
Could be.
Go ahead and roll. This is controlled great because of
Okay.
it's an ability. You're really just rolling to see what the numbers are.
I'm also going to push myself for a bonus. Don't fuck me. Alright, it was close.
4. Okay, so that'll just be like level 2. There's no repercussion. Because abilities don't have repercussions other than using the flare clock. So the 3 of them basically take level 2 harm. They're like touching their body where like the hand passed through, and they're just like, am I bleeding? Am I bleeding? I'm like, she cut me through. What? Oh my god! And they're like, their mind is trying to. They're seeing that they're fine, but their mind's like, you're not fine. You're not fine. You're dying. You're dying. It's bad. Like, and it's like, oh, what's going on? And the 3 of them are like almost enfeebled. They're at a point where they're in a flight or freeze situation. I have to do a thing now.
Do you think?
Go ahead. Speak on it.
Well, you don't have. But if it's gonna kill us or something, I mean, you just let it go.
Where is? I'm sorry. I have a lot of things open. Here it is.
Out.
Here's right here.
You know this is the appetizer. This is the setup.
1, 2, 3. This and this. Okay. Oh. Whew. Kit.
Not yet.
So, where are you standing? Can you ping it on the map?
Yeah, I mean, she was. We're in. Remind me where the cops started out again.
The cops are here
Yeah.
and
Okay.
here.
Yeah, so she probably started pretty central to where they are to get like the most effects for like her
shared stealth.
Maybe like here. Is this working? Oh, kind of by the door.
Here-ish, or the other side.
Actually, if it's probably closer to where Poppy was hiding out. If we were working together. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you look down at your feet because you see like a small reflection, like of light, and at your feet there's broken glass, and you realize that the only thing where like broken glass could come from is behind you at this window. And you turn around, and as you turn, you see this figure that's covered in darkness, moving forward towards you with a knife. And they slash across your chest. As you see that the window is broken. They're wearing like a black uniform, and it has like gray, but it's like a tight suit. It has like gray like shoulder pad-ish kind of things going on, gray like elbow pads, knee pads, and they have like a black mask over it that just their eyes are out.
Oh Lord.
I think like Kit's immediate response like would have been fear, right? So it's like, oh, I forgot to mention, Kit probably took off her hoodie for this if they were going to be like, we're mutants. So she's probably wearing like a very like black baggy tee with her hoodie tied around her waist like it's the 90s.
Yeah.
And so like her immediate reaction is fear. So like we just see fear shoot up like her body and like across her chest and down her like bare arms. And I think fear it probably does look a bit glass-like, sort of gray and smoky and fragile, and very like brittle. So perhaps like when she gets slashed across like the chest, like it is like much like this person breaking through the glass. Like it looks very much like that, like cracking open her like chest cavity.
Dang.
But oh yeah, I would like to resist this when the time is appropriate.
Yeah, for sure. You totally resist.
Can I have some stress?
Prowess.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly
Move on your feet.
Okay. Oh, I got 2 fixes.
Wow, you clear stress.
You're good. Yeah, you clear a stress. So there's this moment, because you control sound, and sound is the vibration of the air, just for the look, there's a slash, and it looks like it slashed through you, and it sort of mystifies as you're just like falling back almost, right? But you catch your foot, and you're just like, and the person who's in front of you throws up the blade and catches it, and then jumps back into the shadow and runs, but you don't hear anything.
I think like instead of like having that cut across their chest, instead like those draconic dragon scales like ripple out from that spot instead, right? It's like she's fucking pissed.
You fuck on me?
And it goes like when it goes across.
Like dragon scales, sort of like, blossoming like all across instead, like up and down everywhere.
Yeah. Oh my god. This person had run off immediately. over. In this corner over here, all of a sudden, all of you hear, and then there's an earthquake. It's instant. It's sudden. Like, everything is shaking. The cops are flipping out. They end up getting to this point where, like, the things, the shelves are like, you all fall to your feet. It's like the world got jelly, like a jelly floor. It's rippling. Some things start cracking in the ground. Everyone falls down. The stuff's falling over. Cops are under boxes. All sorts of stuff. Then you hear, y'all aren't as tough as they said you would be. And in this corner is a big, red, super muscular, mask-looking person whose hair is like pulled back and kind of up. It's a little short. And it's like cut across. And they're just red. And they're wearing like the black pants that have the knee pads and like all the gray, but they also have this tank top on that's just black. And you can see their just red skin all the way through. And it's red where it's like kind of like a Hellboy red, where it has a little gloss to it. And their eyes are yellow.
Nice.
Okay.
And then after he says that, you see the red skin turn to a palish white, and the eyes turn to a soft green. And the person's size seems to be slightly smaller. And it looks like a normal human being.
Mm. Okay. Where?
I'm totally gonna set the
Actually,
puddle of gas that he's standing in on fire.
You said, what?
I'm totally gonna set the puddle of gas that he's standing in on fire.
Holy shit.
All
Okay.
the empty paint cans and turpentine and all those other flammable bits that we said were here.
Yeah.
Can you give me a flashback? It's gonna cost 1 stress. Just to make it so that the gas doesn't light the whole place on fire. It has to be fairly accurate. But can you tell me can you describe the flashback? Like what you were laying
so
stuff?
We're laying like lines of sand to keep it like in
Ooh.
puddle areas. So when you pour the gas in the puddle in the area, the sand keeps it from leaking out and spreading too far. So there's
shit.
little boxes of sand on the ground, and if you're looking, you might notice them. But most people don't look to see. Oh, hey, look, there's sand.
It's pretty dark in there.
Yeah.
Kaboom. Yeah. Are you using fireball?
Yep.
Yeah. Roll finesse just to hit the puddle.
Position or speed?
No. The puddle itself is controlled. If you hit like the floor, it's not going to do anything. So it's controlled. You have a lot of control over this space, and great because this person will be on fire.
Low key.
Oh, you get a 4.
4. That's right. It's a 4.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good
Okay.
save. Thank you, Fireball.
So yeah, fireball. You throw the fireball, and is it still like blades? Little knives.
This one's probably bigger because I'm trying to just hit the, or it's probably still blades, but it's like one bigger, like Bowie knife size blade as opposed to a bunch of little ones.
Yeah.
Kind of like hitting the puddle right at his feet.
So we see the blade just like looks like it's gonna strike into the floor, and then just and then swells up, and this person sees it happening and gets one foot out, but the other foot is still in, and their whatever pant thing that they have on lights up. Like maybe they splashed in it when they stepped on it or something. They might have stepped through a few. Who knows? And their leg is like straight up on fire, and they just have to. They spend some time just like patting it down, rolling around, all this kind of stuff. They are pretty badly burned on that leg, and then there's like, ah, shit, god damn it, on fire. And you hear that person like call out some names. This would be like, they'd be like, Alpha, K, John, you know, it's like a bunch of stuff. I don't really catch what it is. At that moment, you're standing on the shelf, and you're thinking to yourself, I'm gonna throw a fireball at that guy in that puddle. And you look, and there's no guy in the puddle. You lost the last 10 seconds of your memory.
But I see a guy trying to pat himself out.
Mm-mm. You hear, like, there's, like, stuff going on in that area, but they're not visible. You just hear, like, a noise. Maybe, like, scuffling of boots. Someone's making some noise right there. So you know where they are. But you're like, what the... I was just about to light someone on fire. The rest of you lose the last 10 seconds of your memory, but y'all haven't done anything super specific. It's just like a blink.
Right. But we don't remember... We all just got knocked down. That's what we remember, right? So we all, like...
You remember being knocked down, because that took a while. But now you're up on your... Well, now you're, like, maybe in the process of getting up, or you're like, why am I down on the floor?
Right.
Lala is, like...
I don't remember falling.
On the catwalk, one leg extended in the proper place, like... Because when she loses her balance and starts to fall, there's only one thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
What the...
Oh, my God.
Now is not the time. Why am I doing this?
This seems inappropriate. Well, guess you got it wrong.
Yeah, she thinks twice. Like, actually, no, I would do this anywhere. So never mind.
Okay. Do y'all want to do anything? Because there's no turns.
Yeah. So, are the cops are they taken care of?
The cops are still pretty goddamn scared. Because right now, like, they just fell down. They just lost 10 seconds of their memory. The one who was all puking is just rocking back and forth on the floor, singing some songs, very quietly to themselves.
Almost feel bad for him. Almost.
I'm actually going to say, because at this point, they got super scared by the actions of the other EMPs. They're almost ready to go. The cops that you have inside, I'm going to say that they are incapacitated and no one died. Reinforcements rush in. While this whole thing is going on, they were out, like, apparently when it's shaken and the reinforcements from the outside didn't want to come in. They come in at this point, but they're in SWAT gear. They have shields up. They're like the second wave. And they see at least Poppy.
Yeah.
They see you standing over some cops that are now passed out, coma, whatever. They see a feathered person who has now like fallen on their side or something, going, "I thought I was about to blow someone up," and that's it. They don't see the other two of you.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I think I was gonna react to I think Poppy was gonna react to like whatever knocked them down, but they don't know what that is at this point. So instead, they look at the like a bunch of the how many SWAT are the SWAT guys coming in on foot? Or are they coming in are they driving in?
They're on foot. No.
Okay.
Hummer busts through the door.
It's a good time. It's a good time as any. This is one
there are 8 SWAT people.
Nice. This is when I'm gonna look like I'm running and ducking behind, from the bullets, but instead, I think Willie is doing that, and I'm gonna get into the bulldozer and just like plow all of them, or as many of them as I can, into the stairs that are on the opposite side.
Okay, so you would be running from in front of their view across to where they're like next to them on top of this bulldozer. So you would be exposed to fire.
Yeah, sure.
They're probably all going to fire at you. I'd say take like level 2 harm. You would be riddled with bullets.
Level 2 harm riddled.
Yeah. Sounds good. So should I make an action roll to do this, or is that like the effect that happens before I attempt it? So like before I get a chance to even jump in and do it, I'm gonna get filled with bullets.
I think that, yeah, like off the bat, because they're basically acting kind of like before you. You're being caught unawares, one would say.
Sure.
You can. No, you're a construction worker. You know how to make the thing work.
Yeah.
You can roll. This kind of feels like a wreck.
Yeah, wreck feels right. Just causing mayhem. So I'm gonna take level 2 harm. Actually, I think I'm gonna resist that harm. I've got this whole chrome body thing. I feel like I can do that. So first, let me resist. See how much stress I take resisting that harm, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try and wreck their faces. Why can't I get the? I can't ever see. Whenever I click resist, box shows up behind my character sheet.
Ayo, dang, y'all are just clearing these.
Yeah. Yes.
Ping, ping, ping.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm. I roll both bouncing off, and then let's see if I can mess them up. My wreck is not great. I got some. I'll push. Spend a few more stress. What's the position effect on this?
So this one is risky because you are going to be somewhat exposed. But it's going to be great.
Cool.
Y'all have not yet made anything that would be considered desperate to me.
We're definitely doing something wrong. If we're...
No, we just planned well.
Oh, there's a lot more coming. Don't count your chickens.
Right, I know. We've just barely scratched the surface of these guys.
What's the old saying? I don't know how many it's going to take, but I know how many they're going to use.
What's that?
It's a line from a comedian. He's like, I didn't know how many guys it would take to kick my ass, but I knew how many they were going to use.
Oh, yeah.
So, you hop in the machine and you... what does it look like when you drive into...
I think they like see, you know, bullets bouncing off and they're firing. And I imagine they're like laying suppressive fire. They're trying to make sure that like I can't get out. They think they got me trapped. And then like the big old like tarp and garbage bag like rip away, and this bulldozer with the blade out, blade being the scoopy bit, blade out, like jerks forward, stops for a second, and then as Poppy guns it, and then it like speeds at, you know, pretty decent speed and just slams into a bunch of them. And I imagine at least a couple of them on the edges are able to get away, but Poppy kind of drives it so that it smashes a handful of them and crushing them against the steps, pinning them between the blade and the steps itself.
Nice. As you do that, oh jeez, you see a figure in black that runs towards you. You like get them pinned, and you're like, you know, pin the switches, and there's a figure in black that is running just like out and about towards you, that jumps up and then pulls out a gun and starts firing at you.
Nice.
Nothing happens. As it comes towards you, it just like it looks like it's gonna crash into you. And it just, and behind you, you hear someone say, "I think fire was probably a good idea." And
Burning comes.
Oh wow, horrible.
Thank you. Next.
From behind you, you turn to see that there's someone climbing up the side of this machine, and their hand is just like red. You can see how hot it is as they climb forward, and they like, some of the machinery starts to like slightly melt away and smoke.
Right.
And they come up to like reach you, but they're kind of a little too into it. And they're like, so they like try and.
I mean, to be fair, I would be into it.
And they reach up like with their fingers, but they don't come very quickly. And you know, they end up falling over. You can like get out of the machine, but they're climbing after you.
Yeah. No, I think I see this person like melting, kind of like the steel, the paint burning and the steel sort of melting a little bit. And there's like a hood to the to the bulldozer.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just reach up and just like drive my fingers like up and through it, and then just pull the whole hood down, like basically crushing both of us. Just like collapse the thing down onto both of us.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to trap yourself with somebody on fire, but like this seems like a good idea right now.
You can take it.
The intent is to pin them down. So yeah, I wanna smash them with bulldozer parts.
Okay. Is this an ability, or are you using an action roll?
I was thinking using bringing down a house. You can unleash terrifying strength against environment, steel, brick, concrete, all stone, bend to your will. Perhaps that and strongest there is, but I mean, whatever's.
Bring down the house is fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you are destroying stuff. So with that, since it's your ability, you can bend this to your will. You don't have to be stuck as well.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm just gonna crumple it down on top of them.
Cool. They get they're stuck. They're sitting there, and they're trying to worm their way out. Let me check on a thing. No, cool. Oh wait, they do have
I imagine they could probably melt themselves out of it, but let's slow them down for a moment.
Rad. They do start melting themselves out slowly. They'll be in there for a little bit, but you see from where they just were, you see like a red spot and then a hand.
Yeah.
And it's like pushing through slowly, and it's trying to avoid getting like hot metal on them,
dripping on itself. Yeah.
Right.
And I figure surrounding them in metals probably makes that a little dangerous. Cool. Yeah. I can keep going, but let's pan away. See who's doing next.
We actually pan over to Lala on site. On site. No, on site.
On site.
So you're on the floor with your leg up.
Yeah.
You hear the clomping of feet, and someone's just approaching you slowly, walking at you, and it's another one of these people dressed in the black outfit and everything. But they have a really slim figure and like a pretty killer walk.
Okay.
And they're walking at you, and you hear, because there's a lot of noise going on, but you're fairly sure that they're giggling. And they come over to you, and once they're about like 5-ish feet away, they lash out at you like they're trying to grab you, maybe claw you or something like that.
Okay.
So this person is going to grab you, unless you resist, pretty much.
Right. I mean, yes, I resist.
Rad.
Don't want that business.
I do
Because
not want that to happen.
this all depends on whether they grab you or not. So I'm just like, they grab you. Let's see. If they don't, then things don't happen. So.
Yeah, I think they go to grab Lala, and she's like, she falls down a lot in the course of voguing, and of course, obviously, you need to get back up quickly. So yeah, she pops back up, probably like twirls out of the way of their grab.
Okay. This would be like a level 1 harm, like grappled.
Yeah, I'm gonna resist with prowess.
Coolio.
Okay, take 1 stress.
Bada bang.
Yeah, she
You're out of the
twirls
way.
it- or out of the way.
This person continues, like, you twirl out of the way, like, you're on your balance. This person, like, jumps at you again and jumps at you again. And, like, we'll say you dodge, like, a few times. And they're like, if you keep jumping out of the way, we can't have any fun. And they're gonna go for another grab. It's gonna be the same thing. They just have a grapple. They don't have. Yeah.
I think
They're just trying to touch you. I think someone's gonna help them.
I think Lala like never stops twirling. Like she's just swirling in a circle around this person, and then suddenly she drops and tries to sweep their legs.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So I would like to roll a skirmish.
Heck yeah.
Nice. Do it.
Position?
Risky.
Mm-hmm.
Standard. Yeah.
All right.
This sounds like a risky standard situation. Whew, that's a 6. Nice.
Let the body sit.
Nice.
They're in balance.
I do.
They're lurching forward at you, and they're leaving all their weight on one foot. And so you're like get into position, and this person thunk like falls over with a quickness, and like smacks their face like on the ground, and you hear them like yell out. as they get up and they pull their mask like semi off so that they can breathe a little bit better. And they're just like, there's a bunch of blood. You probably broke their nose.
That's not all I'm gonna break. If I can take another narrative beat, I think Lala stands up, stops swirling, high kick, then heel drop on the back of this person's head.
God damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I guess this is another skirmish. Risky standard? Controlled?
This is still risky.
Okay.
But the effect is great. Yes. Okay, you got a 4. You kill them. They're dead.
Oh, poo-poo.
You see on the floor that like you hit them and the back of their skull is like and like the back of your shoe is like in their skull, which is weird. Like you hit pretty hard, but you like into their skull.
And Lava kind of gingerly pulls her foot out and looks around. It's like, we'll deal with it later. And she peers over the side of the railing to see how things are going.
What everyone else is doing, yeah.
When you turn around, you see the same person. And they reach out and they caress your face.
Oh, dang.
And I put my hand up to their hand. And we just look at each other like, okay, then.
Okay.
So,
mirror match for real. Let's go.
as soon as this person touches you, you spiral down a rabbit hole of memories. Things that have made you feel bad in the past. Things that you're ashamed of. Times in school where people were mean to you. Things that like really hurt. And it feels horrible. You're just like rushing through a bunch of memories. Swirling around you.
It sounds like I would be taking harm, question mark?
You're not.
Sad times. I know.
You are under the effect of a power, which has no resistance because it just works.
Okay.
So, for a little bit, you're having a bad time.
Great.
The person who grabbed you and everything, they're pretty effed up. You hit them pretty hard, but they got you in a thing. Actually, let's go back over to... Where are you? Aha. Dang it, there's so many.
Well, you made them all.
I did. There's a lot. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. That's gonna be this. Bada bing. Bada boom. Cool. A thing happened. The red person shows back up. And walks over to you, Kit. They come from around a corner, and you see them turning red, and them like getting a little buff, and they're like, "So what? You're a dragon, huh? Never got to kill a dragon before."
And I think Kate like cricks their neck a bit so it clicks, and it's like, You don't know me. I could be be whatever I want to be.
Immediately, when you say that, they smile, and they go in to like grab you, and it's like really like a fast movement. They like jump kind of like forward, and it's really fast. And let's see. Wow, this is good for you. They actually, you can say how you dodge if you wanna.
Well, I think like Kit's pretty quick on like their feet with all like the training and stuff they've done with their brothers. So I think
all that planning, all that training, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So I think like they go for a grab and it's just like it's not like quite as good as Lala, but it's just like a good like sort of duck and weave, kind of like maybe through their legs.
Mm.
I mean, nobody's as good as Lala.
Right. that goes without saying.
Story checks.
But Kit's been on King Kai's planet, you know.
The SWAT team, they hadn't seen a lot of powers being used because they came in after the earthquake, and now they're seeing a giant person who's red, and a person with not normal skin, and a fiery hand coming out of the thing next to a chrome person. And they are going to start firing on everyone. Not you, Lala. They don't see you because you're up on the second floor.
How many of them are there right now?
8 still.
Because but I plowed a bunch of them into the stairs.
Oh, that's right. No, they were all right here. What was the position? Oh wait, no, you used whatchamacallit?
I used the bulldozer to like munch them into the stairs.
Right, you did a rec roll. Half of them, 4. I'm actually just counting the body spaces that you could fit in front of a thing. 4 of them are donezo.
Cool.
They're behind their shields, but they're also, taking like defensive positions, and they are firing, but they only have some of them have pistols, some of them have shotguns. They don't have like AKs or whatever. They're going to be shooting at Shade, Poppy, and Kit. All 3 of you, and also the other ones are being shot out too, which is cool. But
yay!
All 3 of you would have to resist level 2 harmed. What's another good word for being shot?
Puncture damage.
Punctured. Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I've spent a lot of my stress on pushing. I'm just gonna take it. Punctured. I think Poppy gets caught off guard.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of figured that they were scared and or taken out, and he was focusing on this person that's like melting themselves out of the thing. So when it happens, he's not ready for it. I'm taking it. Punctured.
In front of you, as you get hit, the person with the fiery hand, their body is halfway out.
Yeah.
Their body gets riddled with bullets.
Thought you got and because like Poppy is basically, that's the reason why they weren't ready for the bullets. They're like standing over them. They're like ready for this person to get out so they can just clobber them. And when they get shot, kind of inflect, like they get hit, they crumple, but they're like, aren't you on the same side? How can you work for the man when the man's gonna shoot you down right here? How's that?
And I'm gonna miss everybody.
They're dead.
They're dead. Oh.
The person with the flame hand is dead.
Oh.
They just got shot in the back a bunch. You could at least see that things were going on. They were climbing out of a thing, trying to not burn themselves. Their bodies half out. They're like, wah. No, they got caught unaware, shot to death, riddled with bullets. I'm gonna click a thing. Just be like, click. Yeah, you can resist. It's level 2 harm. Kind of boom. Y'all are Bada bing. So level 1 harm, grazed. Not too big of a deal.
So if you have no ones left, you take a 2.
Yeah, it moves up.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
right, you wanted to resist as well. Right.
Yes, please. And I think this is another resist with prowess. Like I think Kit ducks underneath like this person's legs and comes out the other side and has that moment of like, like I got one up on them, and then like bullets, right?
Yeah.
And I think Kit like braces themselves reflexively like for death just to get shot to pieces. Closes their eyes, and then much like with Poppy, it's like we get the bullets like reflecting off of that very draconic like hide is buck like leather skin.
Yeah.
And these bullets like rip through like the t-shirt they were wearing and like their hoodie, but like they're I guess kind of fine, maybe a bit grazed by bullets.
Yeah.
I will go and roll prowess.
Yeah.
Y'all are fantastic.
We are very strong.
Yeah. You've trained for this day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the intent, right? We're gonna bring him here and mess him up.
Boom, 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 boom.
Try to step.
They're
to me on
not.
the damn catwalk like I'm not gonna fuck you up.
They are going to. Damn, you're donezo. This person's gonna try and do this. Okay. You see the guy in red, the red guy. Lala, although your vision is pretty messed up, you see the person in front of you, and they all sort of go like this. And they go, okay. And they jump down. You're gonna do this. This is about to be it doesn't matter. I just need numbers. 4 and 4. Cool. The guy in red, who's next to you, Kid, basically stops paying attention to the fact that you exist. Jumps over you like Hulk jumps. And smashes two of the cops to bits. Like to bits. Just like arm through, just like it's disgusting and like powerful. The other one, you see the one who was at the top of the stairs jumps down the stairs, goes up to one of the two, and touches them, goes behind them, like sneaks up behind them while they're seeing the person get blown up, touches them, and that person falls to the floor. Touches them on the neck. And, Lala, your thing stops. You're breathing heavily, you feel gross, and you've thought about a lot of very bad things, but you're fine, physically. You haven't taken any harm.
Okay.
And they stand in front of you at the entrance, and from just darkness between the second floor and the first floor, it's probably underneath the catwalk, a figure drops and like stands up. And they're all just standing in front of you, and at this point, I think they want to fight. The tiny one who jumps down immediately gets thrown right at thrown up to Lala, actually.
Okay.
It's like Batman and Robin almost. Robin like shoots up and lands on the railing and then jumps at you with a blade. Okay. And goes in for no, not that. They go in for a slice at you.
Okay.
You're completely able to act. They're going for a horizontal slash. So this would be level 2 harm. Sliced.
All right. Level 2. I'm trying to. Now we're at the crux of the game where I have to decide which of my resources I'm going to deplete. I think I resist it. I think I do the thing where I like fall backwards and like foot to the stomach and kind of vault them over my head.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
This would be prowess. Ooh, 3 stress.
Big one.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. And when they like land on their back behind me, I kind of look upside down at them and I'm like, whose side are you on? Are you really trying to be house mutants right now?
Oh,
I said it.
Ow. Oh,
I said it.
Ow.
You hear the first time this person has talked, and you just hear our side, and they throw the blade at you while they're laying on the ground. They just and they like kind of like aim at your head, but it's not like 100% accurate. You would get, how do you say, lightly stabbed? Yeah, you get scratched. Yeah, by this thing.
Level 1.
Level 1 harm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take that. And yeah, there's like this scratch along my face where the knife flew, and I'm just kind of like, I sigh like the teenage like ugh.
Like, I'm so frustrated with you right now.
God damn it. They get up off the ground, like they're in the process of like getting up. They're pretty graceful as well.
I get up too.
In a different way. And so they're gonna start like, you can take an action. They're gonna try and super combo finish you if possible. You know.
I take the image of the prestige I just killed. I take their face. And I want to attempt to sway this person into not being a house mutant by saying, you're working for an institution that wants to see you killed, that wants all of us killed. We could do something about this together if you would stop being an asshole. That's my pitch.
All right.
And I mark my flare for shifting mask.
Okay.
And I am gonna do sway. What's my position?
Desperate.
Okay. Effect.
Standard.
Okay.
You'll go up from using shifting mask.
I have +1 die from using shifting mask.
If can I put like a bit of background scenery while it's happening? right now Poppy is like attempting to throw the dude with the red skin that came up like through the shelves and like having a massive like world breaker smash
Oh shit.
with them. Like as you're having this conversation, like one of the big shelving things starts toppling as we crash into another. We'll find out whether that works out in his favor or not. But
Yeah. We'll switch to that in a second then.
yeah, that's happening below.
For a moment, the person you're talking to looks over and sees the pyromantic dead.
Oh shit! Aliens! Amber Alert!
Ah,
This is a test of the emergency broadcast.
Jesus.
Damn, you had that so good, Misha. I thought it was the real thing.
That was an alert. I couldn't have done nothing about that. I'm sorry. Anyway.
In the event of an actual emergency.
For one, the last cop and a half, two of the cops they're a little bit wounded, and the SWAT guys, and they're pulling out bodies. They're whoever's closest to them, they're trying to get. They probably tried to push some of the thing off. Words, you know, sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. The bulldozer. They like try and push and give people a little bit of leeway to get out. They're carrying people away while this boom, 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 and this little silence is like looks over for a second, keeping you in peripheral, and they jump on the ledge, cat style. And they jump down, just straight, no noise. I'm so sorry that you got a 4. On the ground, you notice on the ground, there's a little explosive that you couldn't hear because it was on them, and it just goes. You hear it go, deet, deet. It's not a huge explosion. It doesn't kill you or anything like that. It's not a huge
explosion at all.
It's oh, your thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you diminish it?
Yep.
It goes, deet, deet.
Thoughts.
And then just stops.
To be an earth-shattering
Oh,
bird.
you have to roll command. I think it's on the thing.
Take an extra die and roll command on a 6+ position.
Just risky standard. We just need a number.
That.
Boom.
6, yeah.
Boom. It goes out. Like there's no explosion at all.
It goes away immediately. Yeah.
Wow, that was good. The bomb it's real tiny. It's like a little thing like this. Just goes deet, deet. It just makes some strange noises. Switch over, and so your grab right there. Are you drawing Kirby? You're drawing Kirby. There's Poppy.
Yeah.
How does this start? This grapple situation. This.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they were. Last I remember, they were going after Kit, and then they got the little signal, and they jumped down and like stuck their arm through one of the SWAT officers, and I'm like, Yeah, I could have gotten behind that if that was your first move, and I just come up behind them and grab them and just like chuck them into the. Actually, I think I want to spin them around a couple times and like toss them into the big shelves, like knocking them over.
Strongest there is?
Yep.
All right. Sounds like a skirmish to me.
All right. Let's do this thing. All right. Not really copy. Oh, come on. Let's try Marvel 20 is just...
See, this whole fight, I wish I could have been playing, like, I don't know, some street-ass thug music so that this fight...
Secretly, in my mind, it's been Nuck If You Buck this whole time.
I want, like,
right.
some Method Man.
Throw a little strongest there is right there.
Word.
Add the flare to the flare attack. Punch. Hey, no, I'm done. Push on it? Yeah, why not? I'm not taking. I'm gonna push to ignore my wound penalty of punctured, or to effectively get plus 1d versus minus 1d. So
right,
because I assume punctured affects this.
Yes,
I assume that's slowing me down. What's the position and effect?
Hold on. For strongest there is, it doesn't matter because you can choose the level of harm you deal to your opponent.
All right.
It's just risky standard. It's fine.
Risky standard.
Oh shit! 5.
One dice. All right. Yeah, I'll take it. That's perfect because what I wanted was just like a gnarly, ugly showdown where we were both going at each other. So yeah, I'm happy to smash him. My intended level of harm to him is hospitalization.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. Never forgetting this fight level of harm.
Word.
Ouch.
This dude is real strong.
Yeah.
But he's not durable. Not like you, really. You've resisted a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
This guy hasn't really. He was lit on fire. His leg was already effed up. You start pushing him through. He can't like get his hand. Like, he can't get his feet right. He can't really grab onto stuff. You are just knocking, punching him through one thing and through another. And these middle columns are just falling apart as they're cracked down the middle. And like everyone's watching at this point. This is the biggest thing that has happened since basically the earthquake, and the earthquake wasn't like violent. It was, and so there's just this, and at the end of it, we see on the floor in their own tiny little crater, the red guy, whose red starts to fade, and their eyes start going back. And then you see on their body that there's a bunch of cuts and bruises and stuff, that there's blood coming down. But you couldn't really see it under all the red.
Right.
And he looks fucked up. Like he got jumped by like 5 people.
Nice.
And you're standing over. And at this point, over by the front, broken nose, ends up getting met with the silence. And they look at all of you as your scene has like brought this to like a pause. And they look over and they see their dead pyromantic person. Some of the cops are still around, like groaning. Some of like have been trying to crawl away and stuff like that. And they slowly start walking over to the red person. And they pick him up, put them over their shoulders, and there's a back door, and they kick out the back door and they leave.
And is the look like they're just sort of staring at us as they're doing this, like we're leaving now? don't.
They're watching you as they go over to him, but once you allow them to go over, they don't look at you anymore. They walk to the back. All of them are somewhat hurt. One of them is fucking destroyed, and one of them is dead. And one of them you never saw.
Yeah. I think before I let them walk away, Poppy looks up. Is Lala still up top? She's still in the rafters?
Yeah, I'm still up top looking down.
Yeah, so before they walk off, Poppy looks up at Lala, and to basically get your nod of approval. He's looking up we let them go.
Lala nods. She says, she calls down, ultimately we're doing this for them too, even if they don't realize it.
And I think it's a tense moment for a second, because Poppy's pretty heated. He's just been in this big knockdown drag out fight, and there's a big part of him that's wants to keep going, and then when calms down. And
yeah, simmer down and I don't know, talk about milk or something. I think we're done here.
Kit, you feel a tap on your shoulder behind you.
She looks around over her shoulder.
You look, and you realize that you have to look down, and there's this little kid looking up at you, maybe 8 or 9. It's hard to tell what they look like. You think you know what they look like, and then you realize you don't. And it's weird. And they look up at you and they say, "You did pretty good."
Who are you exactly?
I don't think they'll come after you anymore if you beat us up. They don't really... We usually can take care of anything, but y'all beat us up, so I don't think they'll come after you anymore.
And Kit's like, well, fine, good, I guess. And she goes to she usually sort of pump up her hoodie, but that's shot to shit. So she pats herself and just feels torn up shirt. Just good.
The kid looks in front of you, and all of a sudden somebody catches their eye from over your shoulder, and they go, "Huh, what's that over there?"
I think Kit looks.
It's the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah.
The same kid, you see them jump up in your face and go, "Boo!" and then disappear.
I think Kit's face goes gloss with fear, and then she looks a bit embarrassed about it and puts on her ripped to shreds hoodie.
You look around, no kid. Y'all can leave. You won.
What vehicles did the cops take to get here? I assume they didn't come to the building on foot.
Some of them took cop cars. The SWAT people took SWAT vans.
Nice.
Can I blow up a SWAT van before it leaves?
Yeah, well, I don't
Not with anybody in it. Just
Well, that's my point. Some of these
They can't all drive, so
Right.
they're probably all leaving in one.
right. I'm imagining some of them are being left behind, right? Because
Definitely.
I want to make the point of taking these cars and have crashing them right outside the wall. So it's a statement.
Mm-hmm.
Can we make car hinge?
Can we car what?
Car hinge?
What's car hinge?
Somebody made Stonehenge out of old cars.
Yes.
Oh.
Exactly. Yeah, I want a bunch of cars that are toppled on, topped
Decent
on
amount of cars. There were 8 of each, so yeah, there's probably a decent amount of cars and paddy wagons. Yeah, y'all can do what you want with the stuff.
Like a tow truck, but make a big old ugly. Yeah, car hinge. I love it.
You take all the cars, arrange them the way you want. You can light one on fire, blow it up. No one's around here. Everyone was told just to stay out of this area, so you can wreak havoc on these cars.
This like outside the gates, like my.
Oh, in the front.
A public thing, yeah.
Oh shit.
You know. Open up the gate.
And hope all ye enter here, sort of.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
Statement.
So this is a big deal.
Yeah, I think so.
The cops leave through the gate, right? And it's like less cars, and they still have to stop in the front and, you know, be like, you know, we're cops or whatever. And they're all beaten to hell. They don't talk to the gate guard. They just like walk. They like come up, and you see that they're beaten and bloodied, and the person's like, oh, and hits the button and like lets them go. It's probably Crystal.
Yeah.
And then 20 minutes later, we get a camera shot of just there's the homes, and then there's just like an emptiness before the wall. The wall is slightly curved. So there's just this empty space, and there's like trash on the wall and dumpsters and stuff like that. And it's raining really hard. And then we start to see like figures, but there's things behind them. And as it comes closer, we see that y'all looking pretty fucked up. Lala with a new scar. Kit with bullet holes all in their stuff. Yeah. Shade. What, like shaken? I don't know if anyone really hit you. Oh yeah, you got like, you know, like bullets flinging.
Yeah. Scraped up.
And Poppy looking messed up.
Yep. Shot many times.
Dragging, like there's rope tied to all of these, tied to you, and you're dragging these vehicles forward. And there's just like the mud is like just leaving the whole track. It's like you're building a road, like leaving this whole track all the way there, and you're just walking normally. And you walk up to the gate in the front. What do you say?
You tell me if I'm pushing this power too much, but fastball special says you can throw members of your crew, and bringing down the house says you have terrifying strength that can affect the environment around you. If I can use both of those, I'm going to say, I think these belong to you, and just grab the front end, like the fender of one of the SWAT vans, and start spinning around, and just chuck it over the gate.
Yeah, sure. For like flavor, don't worry about this.
Right.
They're all watching you, and in dead silence. Because you're using your powers in front of them. They've never seen this shit before. And you just hear... on the other side. Over and over again.
Yeah, one of the times you go to do it, I yell pull, and I just shoot.
Nice. Just catch it in the air.
One of them
lands a flaming
it hits, falls down, explodes on the other side. No one's out there. The police told you them.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This is like 4 or 5. Anybody who is dumb enough to stand there deserves to get blown up.
Right. By this point.
And so you throw the last one, comes down with a crash, and every time the crash, you see all of them go. I'm like shake because they can feel it hit the ground.
Yeah.
And we get a camera shot of it going through the gate. The camera goes through the gate, and it shows you on the other side that it's just this wreck, and that all the cop cars are messed up. The SWAT car like hit on the front and squished. One is on fire and crackling now. There's some parts flown about. And this kid that you know, Shade, and actually Actually, all of you might know them. They're a young, probably 13 or 14-year-old spray paint artist. They are decent, you know, coming up, and everyone's like, "Oh, this kid's pretty good and stuff." But they're also one of those taggers who, like, doesn't just tag nice stuff. Like, they'll just write profanities on shit and, you know, be an asshole. They go outside. They walk outside the gate. People, when it started making the noise, people are watching from inside.
Yeah.
They come out of their homes. Some people on the street they're all just watching. And from that crowd, the kid runs out. And just like ignores all of you. And runs through the gate. And we see them go up to the wall, and they have a little umbrella. They go up to the wall. And they look around, and then they take their sleeve and they go like this. They start doing this. As it stops raining a little bit. Rain stops. The kid is just out there for a little bit. You're all standing there. The kid's just out there. You don't hear anything. It's real thick. You can't really hear.
Yeah.
And then the kid rushes back in and comes over to all of you and says, "Hey, come check this out." And runs back. The gate guards are frozen as fuck. They don't know what to do. No one's making no calls. Who would you call? Cops.
Who would you call?
Yeah, Lala like strolls forward languidly, gives a little wave to Crystal as she walks by. To see
I grin and follow the kid.
see what this kid has done.
Yeah, let's see what they're up to. What they made.
You walk over and you see that the kid is just standing looking at the wall and with this shit-eating grin, just like, yeah. And they look over to you and they say, "I heard it in a song once." And on the wall it says, "Fuck the police."
Coming straight from the underground.
And that's where we're going to end episode 4.
Nice. Perfect.
Story chats.
Alrighty.
We generate on that one.
Well, children, the moral of the story.
All of the heat. Every heat. How much heat did we generate? Yes.
We can take it.
You actually didn't generate much.
They
Well,
came
off the
out,
top of my head. Off the top of my head, you didn't generate much.
I would argue we killed a mutant, and they killed some mutants, so they don't even know it was us.
You didn't kill any mutants.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't kill any mutants. They killed a mutant.
You didn't kill any cops. You're on your home turf.
Drop my heel on somebody. Were they not dead?
Nope, that was an illusion.
That was the illusion.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, the only mutant that died actually was
The flame, the pyromantic.
Shot by the cops. I mean, they might frame you for it, but you didn't actually do it, so, yeah.
I mean, they frame whatever.
We look like you
This is Joe.
Another gang war in the corner of the mutant safe zone. No. So yeah, y'all wanna do XP and then close out?
Yeah. Sounds good.
We ran a little long as I had to manage 4 or 5 sheets of powers. Oh my god, I'm never doing that again. I'm using presets.
Facilitator to this game, you're probably gonna get that entanglement, and you should just have some.
There are presets, so you can just use them. But I wanted to pick specifics, so I overdid it. Like,
I'm not calling you out. I'm just
Right.
saying, for the future.
for GMs who want to be as awesome as DC.
God, this alarm keeps going off.
So, let's run through XP. And we'll start in the reverse order. So, Shade.
I was like, who's at the top for it?
It's you.
I don't think I did not roll any desperate actions. I did in fact address a challenge with firm control over my flame.
Oh yeah, you did.
Did we burn down an enemy location?
Nah.
No, we brought them to us.
Did I struggle with issues from my trauma's heritage or background? Yes.
Lala, I think you're getting 2 for that.
Yeah.
For which one?
Struggling with your heritage background or traumas.
I mean, yeah.
All right, then it is Sean's turn.
All right. You address the. I didn't do any desperate actions. You address the challenge with strength and or durability. So much.
Yeah.
All the times. Many. Yes. Use your powers to or actions to defend the helpless. No, not really. We were going on the offensive here. We weren't really protecting anybody. You struggle with issues from your trauma, heritage, or background. Yeah, my trauma is vicious, and it came up several times where I was inflicting more harm than was needed, and also like really struggled not to just finish them off. Like, I had to look to Lala to be like, should I just end this person before they can walk off? Letting them go wasn't easy. That's why we had to do like the big statement of destruction.
You also beat the shit out of him, like bad. So you were like, I want him hospitalized. I think that's vicious.
So I'm gonna take it for that. And to me, the second one was making the car hinge, because it was just like mess with us and we were gonna fuck you up. So yep, cool. That's me. I get a new ability and I'll pick something before next week.
Awesome. All right, Lauren. Kit.
Didn't roll any desperate actions. Addressed a challenge with stealth or silence. I did that at least once with like the police at the start of that thing, right? Like,
oh yeah,
shutting them down. I don't know if I used my powers to be loud and bombastic.
You did give.
You did use rupture.
Yeah, you used rupture to those dudes.
I'll take it if you'll give it to me. And then I think I struggled with issues from my heritage or background just by yelling at my mom to feel better about myself.
Yeah, and like it affected you for the rest of the session too, because you were like, oh, I'm just gonna dragon mode rather than like blocking anything. It was like dodging. You're just like, hit me.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be more of that for next session too. I got a lot of ideas on how to do that.
Rad.
Nice.
Lala, aka Laverne, aka on site, aka on site, aka
Jason Gingoa.
Jason Gingoa. I remember it's Scarlett
Johannesson.
Joanna Scarhanson.
Of WNBC News. Apparently. I took one desperate sway and I marked XP for that. Address a challenge through bending perception or reality at least twice.
Yeah.
Once playing haste and once using my false assassin. Use my powers or actions to present my wit or beauty. Definitely had some dance foo fight.
Yeah.
They were like, what are you doing now? I was like, low key, I'm jury, and like fucking styled them. So take one for that. Struggle with issues from my trauma's heritage or background. Yeah. I have difficulty articulating exactly how that played out.
Well, you did have the moment of freaking out when you were getting your hair did.
Yes.
You got trapped in a mind prison of just bad shit. So
yeah, that's gonna stay with Lala through the end of next session, for sure. So that's one definitely. And I think that moment with Diego where it was like, no, ultimately we're doing it for them too.
Yeah.
I think I deserve an XP for that. Personally.
I think so too.
So that fills up my playbook advancement. but we're also getting an ability anyway. So I might move some of that to one of my actions and get another dot.
Okay.
I'll think about it. Yeah, that's it for me.
Coolio. Then, whew, that was an episode.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm too caught up in all the things that I was doing to know if did y'all have fun? Was that good?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was fantastic.
I was like, am I doing good enough right now? I don't know if there's enough action, if everyone feels like they're doing the things.
You did it, DC.
Any
Okay.
day we get to blow up the police is a good day.
It's a good day.
We went into the Namekian warehouse and busted them. And it was great. Look at it. It looks like Piccolo made a big square with his arms.
At the end of it, just, and Kirby. You just have a Kirby.
Yeah. When the police leave, Kirby.
So, yeah, let's just sign off.
Yeah.
We can go in the same. We'll go reverse. I always like reversing it. So, Naja, you start, and then Lauren, Sean, Misha, and me.
Got it.
Alrighty. Hello, everybody. I'm Naja Tiper, aka Tristaray, aka etc. 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 I've already gone through the litany like 3 times in this episode. If you don't know who the fuck I'm is, why are you even here? You can find me on Twitter at Trist_CHI, where I should post gems of wisdom I've gleaned from Dragon Ball Z. I also stream occasionally at twitch.tv/Tristaray. However, I am flying home for Martin Luther King weekend because that is a holiday I celebrate for reasons. So I won't be streaming this weekend. But soon I want to be streaming some Final Fantasy 14 with your dirtbag boyfriend, Alex. And we are going to be playing some probably botany and fishing, but also maybe some fighting stuff too. Lauren, how about you?
That sounds awesome. Yes, I'm Lauren. I am at the String Kiwi on Twitter. And I know I do game editing and designing. You can check out girlunderground.org to see what I'm currently doing. It's a game about Alice Wonderland Adventures, if you haven't already checked it out. And I know it was really great. I do this every time, but it was really great coming back. I missed you guys. This was a fantastic session, and I'm really looking forward to the finale. I'm really sad that it's the end, but I know it will be fantastic, and just lots of love for all of you. Thanks. I'm gonna mute myself now.
Nice. I'm Sean Nittner, at Sean Nittner, pretty much everywhere. I stream over at twitch.tv/actualplay. Thing I'm excited about right now, today we just announced the Band of Blades is going to be published through Evil Hat. That game has been in the works for a long time. It's Band of Brothers, it's Black Company, it's dark military fantasy, it's undead horrors and people trying to make their way home. It's hell good. I'm very excited about it. It'll be out later this year. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. How about you, Misha?
I'm Misha B, Black Girl Gameworks, BG Gameworks on Twitter. Finishing editing and sensitivity reading and all kinds of fun projects. I get to read all kinds of neat stuff before other people get to it. Always cool. And then you have to figure out which ones were your ideas and which ones were their ideas when you're coming up with cool game ideas of your own. But yeah, so that's me.
Nice.
And I am DC, your dungeon commander and facilitator for this game, Mutants in the Night, which I created. And eventually, I will have to do a 2.1 of, and put a lot of things in there.
You get money, you lower your stress. Everyone knows this.
That's so cool.
2.1, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I like, which is wild because I played sessions of this game a lot, but it's so like different now. Thanks everybody for watching. You can find me on Twitter at Dungeon Commander with no E in Commander. This is our second to last episode, so I know a lot of people haven't been catching the episodes. A lot of people watch on YouTube. Some people watch the VODs. So for everybody watching on YouTube and VODs, thank you very much for watching. I love your comments on YouTube. I know that y'all love this cast, as has been told to me many, many a time. Next Wednesday is going to be the last time that we play together in Mutants of the Night. So we are only playing these 5 episodes. So, come watch the finale.
But if you can't get enough of this Mutants Tonight and you just love it so much, you can own it as well.
It's available for sale now on itch.io.
Yeah, you can play your own. Gather your friends together and go on a giant mutant brigade of awesomeness.
And blow stuff up.
So, we will see you next week on Wednesday for the finale of Flare, the Mutants of the Night actual play. See you later.
Nice. Not all.
Bye.
Bold of you to assume I have friends.
Nook, if you buck.